'70s Hobbit show.
Wait, what?
The 1977.
Oh, you mean like the
The
cartoon
Hobbit,
ones?
the cartoon,
Dude,
because
you
I'm
know,
gonna have Lord of the Rings on every time you walk in.
I started it, by the way.
I
So we are going to start Lord of the Rings talk again.
Tell them where we're at.
We just finished the Battle of Pelennor Fields, and we were like, we'll pause and go ahead and start this thing up.
Elephants in War.
Dude, elephants in lumber companies.
Elephants.
Oh, dude, I mean, shit, bro. The last time we used elephants in war was World War II.
What do we use them for?
Bro, it's the book I'm reading. This dude, British in the 1920s, there were British lumber companies in India and Burma because they still had colonies and stuff over there at that time, and they would use elephants to haul the lumber around and like help them out and stuff.
Help
Dude,
them like build temporary lodge and like
kind of. I mean, it
bridge.
pretty much all just the heavy
Just
lifting shit.
heavy
So
lifting.
how they would
Yep.
normally do it is there's not a ton of teak trees, so they'd go cut those down and then haul them to like nearby creek beds and stuff during the summer. And then when the monsoon season came, it would just wash all of the logs that were like in the creek beds from the work season down to like the rivers and the oceans, and they'd collect them.
I love our ingenuity.
Dude, fucking smart shit.
We know it's about to rain.
Yeah.
Let's throw a bunch of logs in the river. It'll float down to our boys.
But yeah, so the guy he goes and works for this company, and he like loves the elephants, and he's just like killing it. He gets the company to start actually like treating the elephants way better and stuff. And then when World War II hits though, and like there's fighting and stuff going on over there with like Japan and everything, I haven't gotten to this part in the book, but I know what happens. Like he starts using the elephants to haul cargo and like evacuate people through the jungle and stuff.
Did any of these elephants get some sort of medal?
Dude, I
Of
fucking
war?
hope so.
Dude, I hope so.
Elephants should get medals for just being
We have a
fucking
horse
great.
that had a medal of war.
I
Medal of Honor.
hope that some of those elephants got medals, bro. That'd be dope. Be a big ass medal. Hang that thing off. Hang it off its tusk. Dude, Bandula. So Bandula is like the hero elephant of the book. That the guy he always he's like it's his favorite elephant that he always runs into, and it's just this beefer like male tusker, because not all the males have tusks.
Really?
Yeah, for Indian elephants.
Okay.
Yeah, and some of them it's like they have small little like nub tusks, but so yeah, that's why if they have tusks, they call them a tusker.
How do you tell if it's male then? Just besides the 8
They
foot
have
penis.
a dick. Yeah. Oh, dude, have I told you about the elephant like mating? So they have this period they go into called musth. It's like musth, and basically they're just like horny and fucking erratic as fuck for like it can go on for like
a month
months.
or two.
Yeah. And so there's one part in the book where the Bandula goes into musth, and he starts just like roaming around going fuck, and it's like they get like their glands are all swollen and their dick is hard for like it starts like leaking out urine and shit, just wanting to fuck, but they get like dangerous and erratic sometimes. Yeah.
Well,
and
I mean, did he ever wander off and
no, yeah,
and
like
does he come back? He
comes back
after
like
the rut.
Yeah,
quote,
after
unquote.
going
You've
into
heard of the
musth.
rut before, yeah?
Is that's a deer thing, right?
That's deer and elk.
Yeah.
You can only hunt during the rut, and part of the reason for that is it's a little bit easier to hunt during the rut.
Yeah.
Because they are so erotic and crazy. They'll wander for miles searching for other deer or elk.
Gotcha. No, yeah, dude.
The
I mean,
musth.
it's just that fucking. Oh, dude, and right. So he kind of like gets out of it, but then right after he ends up finding this wild female, and then that's like the first time that the main character gets to see elephants bang, basically.
Nice. Okay, that's got to be a sight.
Oh, dude, the funny part is, so I mean, he's a dude working in the jungle with all other dudes. Like he's pretty like romantically starved at this point, and the book even says like there's a little bit of envy, like when he saw him, like it's like, man, this elephant's out here getting some, and I'm just like, fucking A, I want some of that.
200 miles away from the nearest.
The romance part of the book is pretty nice though. Like he meets this girl.
No,
the guy. He meets this girl, and then dude, it's like an instantaneous like, because he has this one dog that doesn't really fuck with anyone else. It's like I don't know, I forget what the breed is, but they tell us it's kind of like Atlas, where they choose one person and that's like it. That's their like master.
Yep.
And so when he meets this girl though, immediately it's like super cool with her. Like it's like like just chilling, and he's like, oh, that's special. That's different. Yeah.
I love how a lot of people I know base their initial impressions off of a dog's initial
I
impressions.
mean, dude, I'm not.
Dogs got a good sense.
Yeah, I'm not against that.
I'm
Like,
I'm not
there's
either
some
in all
there's
reality.
there's some intuition that animals have
Yep.
about people that we don't. You
Yeah,
know?
no, if I've seen dogs just bark at strangers before. I'm like, I wonder what the hell that
Yeah.
stranger smells like.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what has that guy done? Or
Yeah.
sometimes, I mean, depending on the dog, though, like sometimes a dog will imprint a certain type of person or like a certain article of clothing on like a negative
Yep.
like experience that
I've
it's
met a
had.
dog that doesn't like hats, and as you know,
I
I
think a lot of dogs don't like hats.
yeah, hats and sunglasses, which I wear all the time.
The Have you seen the I think you should leave when he's
Yes,
dancing? It's like,
but
it's
which
you're a
one?
different person. Take the hat off.
Oh, I'd hope not. After all that. Oh, you have no lights. Try the back plug-in.
Okay, there we go. It's back.
How long was it unplugged
Well,
for?
I mean, I don't think very long. I noticed that this was off pretty quick.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was just probably when I like moved it or something. Sorry about that. Something with the
We have no idea
connectivity
what we
just went
left
off.
off on now. Well, they've been hearing my side of things. We'll cut
It
that.
wasn't too bad. I don't think it was too bad.
Okay,
If it's
fair enough.
really long, we
Yeah,
can
because I definitely
adjust.
remember seeing your lights be on. I love that. Oh, they're not in sync anymore.
Oh,
Interesting.
oh well. But yours is Christmas. We're back to Christmas.
We're back to
All we talk about on this pod is Christmas and Lord of the
Lord of
Rings.
the Rings and a little bit of Wisdom Nuggz here and there.
Dude, we got a nice pumpkin on our table today.
Don't look.
This,
I got a super
yeah,
glue.
the
Don't look at
stem.
the
It's a
stem.
so. I feel like that happens to
It
it. It happens
was.
all the time, though.
It was so rough, dude. The noise of a pumpkin's stem cracking
Oh, it's
is so,
just
it was so I
it's
took a
unmistakable.
turn. It's unmistakable, exactly. I took a turn in the truck. It was, like I said, it was seated on the just
Can't believe you didn't put the seatbelts
on the
on it.
seats. I should have put the seatbelt on
I
it.
put the seatbelts on my
Protect the
gallons
ones
of
you
milk.
love. Protect the ones you love. Yeah, but I just took a left turn and just hear the thunk. I'm like, I know. I don't need to look. I know what that stem looks like right now.
Single tear rolls down your
Single
cheek.
tear. It's in complete half. I gotta super glue it together. That's fine.
Yeah. Do you have
We'll
a
be fine.
design in mind for it?
I I just like the classic spooky like
The
face.
triangles and
The
pointy stuff? Yeah.
triangles, the big smile, but the kind of
I
like evil
yeah.
eyes.
I've been just trying to do little like character looking faces.
Hmm.
Like last year I did like the one that looked like he was just fucking chilling.
Here's the thing though. This is the 8th. It's not gonna survive to
Well,
Halloween.
don't if you leave it like that, it will.
Yeah, but
If
no,
you
I plan on
take
carving it and then doing another round for actual Halloween. I think
oh,
all the
so you're gonna
roomies.
carve that one, and then once
Yep.
that's, I would still wait like a week or so, because when you carve, once you open it up and like
It's like
take
a
the
week
seeds
long.
out, yeah, it rots pretty
It's like a
quick.
week long.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no,
dude,
but I want to do a full round with the boys. I don't expect. I also want the
uh
pumpkin seeds like soon.
we need to we sword stuff with
Sword stuff.
pumpkins after Halloween. Get all the pumpkins that we carved and have some sword fun with them.
Braden, thanks for your gladiator sword,
Oh,
bro.
dude, that thing! I don't even know if I want to cut stuff with that one. It's so
Yeah, come
nice,
on, we got to take some swings.
dude.
Braden gave Tappy a nice sword because he
Yeah.
was moving houses, right?
Yeah, it was when he
Yep.
was moving out of Healdsburg up to
Yep.
Sac. Yeah.
It's just like that sword is so nice.
Mhm.
I need another sword. I need a legit sword.
I do want another sword. It's dude, it's the tattoo thing, but with swords.
But with swords, I
Just
just need more
as soon as you get that
swords.
one sword, you're like, I want another sword.
Well, once you have the
I don't
long sword, you need the gladiator.
yeah.
And then once you have the gladiator, you need the scythe. Or this
I don't necessarily know if other people have this issue or if it's just us. But
it might
it
just
might
it's
just be
just
us for
probably
this
just
one.
us, bro. And people like us. What's the name of that curved blade? It's not a scythe. That's
Uh,
harvesting wheat.
Scimitar.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think you're
scimitar is
right.
what you're thinking
Wait,
of.
let's look it up, bro.
You
I'm
got
Jamie.
yeah, you're Jamie.
I'm
I'm
Jamie.
recording. You're Jamie. Let's check out scimitar. I think it's scimitar.
Yeah, scimitar.
That's a D&D weapon.
It 100% just
Oh,
comes up with
dude,
beautifully
I
curved blades.
I was thinking about for my Halloween character doing a pumpkin that carves humans
What? For the Halloween
for the Halloween.
costume?
No, for the D&D character.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was just gonna do a turtle and repurpose it as a pumpkin.
oh, so
Thought
much.
that'd be. I don't know. I might do something else because then I could do like a barbarian or something and just have fun with it. Lots of bonks.
It could be like the cart from Cinderella,
Oh,
just riding around eating people.
I could be an artificer and make that. I
Exactly.
could build.
Artificer would be a good
Ar-
Halloween enemy.
I was thinking about doing like a mad scientist artificer,
Uh,
where I just
that-
like build like
yes.
constructs and like they're like spooky speezing constructs and
Yes,
stuff.
please.
Might do that.
Do exactly
Are
that.
you? I think we were thinking the 28th. It's a Saturday for that one shot sesh.
Can't promise nothing. I might
It's like
be
3
having
weeks away.
I might be having like Mondays off. Cuz I had not last Monday, but the Monday
Yeah.
before off, and it's just I got that intern now. Anyways, shouldn't be talking about
D&D.
well, my work
Or
schedule
interns.
maybe. Yeah. But yes, 100%
Okay.
agreed. Artificer,
Mad scientist.
mad
I'll do
scientist.
some research, look at some spells and such. All right.
Just giving everyone my harvest work schedule.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know, actually. I mean, people after this podcast, this is kind of our intro to the world podcast. People might be stalking us after this.
No one's gonna stalk us.
What the? I don't want people to stalk me though.
I take it as a sign of flattery. I love the freeze frame we got of Gandalf just like looking all handsome on the screen right now. Sir Ian
Gandalf the
McClellan.
White.
I'm just saying, Sir Ian McClellan. Dude, he was Magneto also.
Yep.
Fucking
Yep. He played a couple good things. Wait, what was his actor's name?
Sir Ian McClellan, because he's a knight.
Is he
Just like
really?
Sir Patrick Stewart. Dude, the fact that him and Patrick Stewart are Professor X and Magneto, like, people talk about Robert Downey Jr. being the perfect Iron Man casting. I really think Professor X and Magneto might be above that one.
He was in The Beauty and the Beast.
Ian McClellan?
Yep.
Who was he?
Gotta
in that?
find out exactly.
Oh, he's the
who-
clock guy.
Was he the
I
clock?
think he's the clock in that. Pretty sure. Ewan McGregor's the candlestick. So that means the two of them were like the dynamic duo for those two. And then Emma Watson just being hot made it nice. Emma Watson's freaking.
She's
She's great.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Top 10, no, top 3 celebrities?
Top 1 Gryffindor.
Top
I don't know.
absolutely.
Actually, for you, it might be Ginny.
N-
Mr. Redhead. Gotta repopulate. Gotta. Dude, are they
It
actually,
is a
are you
thing.
guys actually going out? Are you guys on the way out for redheads?
Oh, 100%.
You gotta repopulate,
we are
bro.
we were 1 in 400, but it is double recessive. So it's like
Oh, y'all gotta repopulate.
Joyce and Gary were both redheads. So my grandma and grandpa.
Okay.
And then it skipped both my dad and my uncle and all my brothers, but hit me because both my parents had red hair. Grandparents.
Gotcha.
Grandparents
Yeah.
had red hair.
Somehow it weaseled its way down to you.
The blessing
Dude.
and curse all at once.
Dude, but think about how much like just even having red hair like added to your like character and like the jokes and like the bullshit you like
It's
can
just
give and take.
South Park has
Dude,
ruined.
South Park really fucked it up
South
for you
Park
guys.
really brought us down with
Whoever-
the no souls thing.
Whoever at South Park did that, like, what ginger wronged you
Also,
that made you want to just deliver this blow to the community?
And how powerful is South Park to the fact that it is now worldwide known fact that
Gingers
don't have souls.
It's like we all knew it. You guys were in the dark.
No. Oh yeah. No,
Us non-gingers were in the dark until
Yes.
that episode.
Yes, no, we knew the whole time.
guys
we
were just
didn't
lingering.
fucking want you. It must have been some undercover ginger working for the fucking non-gingers.
Bro.
These
So is it like, you know how like is this some bullshit that like the Christianity and Catholic Church says where like dogs and animals don't have souls?
I don't know how to feel about that.
Do you guys go to dog heaven then?
You're an ass. You're an ass. No, we go to all other red animals.
Hey, bro, I'd be down to just be redheads and dogs.
I'm not
I'd chill with all the fucking
I'm not
dogs.
saying we go to dog heaven. It's that redheads and all red animals have a different heaven.
Oh, okay.
So we get to heaven, it's nothing but gingers.
All right, but it's like next door to ours, right? I want to come say hi.
It'll be next year.
We're getting real into the afterlife.
Real close to hell, though. Real close to hell.
Oh, dude, it's got to be just like, I don't know. What the hell
I
is
have a
such a
soul,
weird
you motherfucker.
dude? We could get real deep on this conversation real
Yeah, we
quick.
could. We could.
Talking
Yeah,
afterlife
we got
nonsense.
souls in right off the bat almost.
Did you get to the one line from
Meditations?
Meditations that I underlined?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
That's book 4.
It was you went and saw it though?
Yeah, I went and read it. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
the intelligent part of us has a source.
Yep.
I was like, I definitely feel that. Like I'm
Now,
like that kind of seems like a thing, but I'm like, what the fuck is the source
should I go grab the book real quick and get the because it was something along those lines.
of what? Like
That quote.
yeah. I mean, that's what he's trying to like kind of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ponder, I think.
But I mean, I think the source of our intelligence might be the brain.
All that
So
all that pink
we have some
goo
sort
and
of
shit.
moral intelligence though, which is I feel completely separate
Dude,
from your usual intellect.
yeah. But what's yes, because also like I mean, elephants have emotional intelligence.
Same with dogs.
And yet dogs do
It
too.
all circles back to people trusting dogs' initial
It
impressions.
all circles back to people are just animals.
We
We're just
are, and
dude, we're just beavers that are better at building dams.
I like that. I wish I had the tail.
Dude, our dams can play Lord of the Rings in widescreen in surround sound. We don't have dude, I can't believe how quiet this is.
Our dams.
That shit's at like 80
Oh
something
yeah, okay.
volume
Max,
and I was
if
like
you're
it's kind of
listening,
quiet.
slash HBO Max, because
Yeah.
it's dependent on app. So if I'm on
Man.
YouTube, it's like I play it at like 15% volume.
Yes.
This is at 100,
It's still not that loud.
and either I'm going deaf
No, it's not that
from
loud.
running the
Yeah.
chainsaws on the crew, but it's not that loud. It's not that loud.
Dude, last night me and Sean were explaining a face cut and back cut to Zach and Tyler. It's a good time.
It's a nice little triangle, and then 2 inches above that little
Yeah.
triangle, you make another little half pizza,
You-
and then you're there.
Dude, Sean had a nice drop he showed me. It's like a
Oh,
good
Sean
yeah.
has some good. I mean, when he was under my wing back in the day,
Yeah.
he was a little bit of a natural with the saw.
Dude,
And I feel like he's gotten very good at it.
it's definitely a skill that
Just
like
a little background for everyone
like
listening.
it's intuitive. So like once you learn a little bit about it, which like Sean he picks things up quick,
Yeah.
he's intuitive. He can be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So
Things make sense to him. So,
background for everyone, we're talking about a fuels crew.
Oh yeah.
I joined this thing of many a year ago.
You were the first.
I was the
Well, it
very
was your
first.
dad that got us all
My dad
like hooked up.
volunteers for the department that offers this, and the fuels crew just runs around chopping fire fuels with chainsaws.
It's like
And he's like,
medium to small stuff.
This is a good workout in between harvests, is what he told me. And he showed me the job, and like in terms of online, and I
Yeah.
just saw like all the oldies posting with chainsaws. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking in on that. That looks like some fun. And then all the boys
Oh, dude.
came and got some saw experience. Between our friend group, we ran that crew for years.
Dude.
Whether it was Joey and I or you, Sean, Joey, it's been like 5 years of serious work on that crew.
Yeah, dude, there was a point in time when it was like you, me, Casey, Joey, Sean, like all of us were on it at the same time.
Yep.
It was so fun.
It was brief but
good
lovely.
times, dude.
Burned bright.
Pole saw, man.
Dude, you got a god with the pole saw. Joey and I became gods with the saw. Joey can still sharpen a saw better than me. I'll give it to him. He'll listen to this. He'll be like,
Hey, man, how'd I do on hot saw?
Hey, you did good.
You were like, hey, man, still good.
Man, I can't believe. I'm sorry, Mrs. Tappin, but I was heartbroken.
Dude, I was kind of upset that she was like, oh, like, what was the point of getting the other two trees? I'm like,
I went to Taylor's.
Work that would have cost.
Went to a spot in Tahoe to cut 3 trees.
Yeah, there's 3 dead trees.
Only
big ass ones.
Well, I cut 2 of them down, and the third one was gonna freaking fall on a house. I was like, I'm not gonna do this.
I was more concerned with that split. There's a split going like halfway, like a third of the way up the trunk, all the way through the thing. So if you cut a tree down like that, there's a chance it splits higher up and then could fall on top of you on either side.
Any direction.
Yeah.
Any direction.
It's just way too unpredictable and unsafe. And it's like, we're not going to risk our lives to get this tree.
It wasn't even that. I'm not worried about my life with a tree that size. It was A little bit, you can be like
Yeah,
wedging it over.
if it like barber chaired high enough and just landed on you,
Yep.
probably fucking
Well,
kill
if
you.
it fell while I was wedging, because that's when I'm like the most
Yes.
like versus on the saw, I'm pretty much just looking up while I'm
Well,
cutting.
the thing with the barber chair though is like it would happen before you get to the wedge
Yeah,
part, wouldn't it?
it'll happen anywhere.
Yeah.
If it's super dead, it'll happen when you get to the wedge. If it's alive, it'll happen on the saw.
Yeah.
The wedge is the last thing you do. This is hard to visualize probably for listeners.
Yeah. If you're interested in learning how to cut down a tree, just look up face cut and back cut videos on
Great
YouTube.
life skill to have.
No, yeah, dude, being able to just run a saw, like,
Yep.
hey, I need to take a tree down, or I need to, like, oh, a tree fell in my house. I know how to cut this thing up and get it out of here. Like, it's a very especially for us around here. Like, if you end up owning any
Oh.
kind of land, you're gonna need to do defensible
I feel
space at
like
your
just
house.
anyone nowadays could learn how to do defensible space,
I
take
mean,
care of their property to the point where it
yeah,
doesn't catch on fire.
that's why. I mean, I was
We could
Corey,
take some notes.
Corey, Sean, and I were talking about like how we could possibly like start a business on it, and I was like, if we did that, I would go straight to Marshall and be like, hey, can I send ads to every single resident in your district to do defensible space for them? And then they can hire us, and then we just because that's like all the clientele that we would want to hit, you
Yep,
know. So and he would have the list of, and there's no way that all that work is getting done. There's
dude.
so much more work to be
That's
done
the
out here,
thing.
and just
I
shit
was
just keeps growing. It's always
exactly.
gonna
I
need to
was
be
gonna
done.
mention after the 2019, 2020, and 2017
I would say
fires here.
2017 was
2017 fires here.
Tubbs.
2017,
Yeah.
2019, 2020 fires here. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of tree services that popped up.
Oh yeah,
But even with all of them working, there's still work to be done.
dude.
I think that's a dude. Honestly, I was listening to Rogan talk about AI development and like how it'll take away a lot of like trucking jobs and possible if because theoretically if you go AGI, artificial general intelligence,
Yeah.
you can have self-driving cars. A lot of jobs are going to be taken away
Yeah.
by that.
Hmm.
If we all went to some sort of environmental stewardship role of
Dude,
like we had
that's
way more people cleaning up the oceans, way more people taking care of cities
bro.
and the forest.
That really is like I feel like that's like kind of a human responsibility.
Yeah,
Even
it's
like
fulfilling
yes,
to
but
start with.
but dude, like even like the fucking Bible talks about that shit. It's like, hey, this
Take
is
care of your
like
land.
you guys like have domain over the other animals and like be like you guys are up to it's up to you to keep
Right.
care of this.
We're the shepherds.
You're here now.
Yep.
Watch out for everybody. Like fucking keep care
I
of it.
think that
So,
is it. I mean, I don't know how Rogan hasn't come to that conclusion yet, or it's like he sees a lot of doom and gloom in it, and it's like, yeah, a lot of things are going to get moved, but hopefully, I mean, I'd say like 50% of your average Americans don't even enjoy their job, anyways.
dude, yeah,
They'd probably get a lot more.
I think a big part of it is everything is so specialized and like spread out now because of how big our companies and shit have got. It's
Yep.
like people don't really feel like they're working for themselves anymore, and because a lot of time they're not, first of all, but also like seeing the bigger picture of like what you're working for, like let's say like we didn't have all the specialization and stuff and we all were just on our own, we'd all be farming and working our asses off
Yep.
every day, like hunting and fishing and like farming and stuff. So it's like instead of doing that, it's like I am the guy who goes and designs water pipelines and sewers. You're making wine for people to drink. Like we all have these little jobs which if we didn't have that one job, we would have all these other jobs to worry about. So it's
Yep.
like it's kind of hard to like see that we all have a little role in it all.
Yep.
And even though you might not have like the biggest role, it's like it's still pretty important on some level. Even if it's just like contributing to the stability of society, like mentally, like having like entertainment stuff. Like right now, dude, entertainment is like music. Look at the Travis Kelsey and fucking Taylor Swift bullshit. It's like that is bigger than any scientific discovery probably that has happened in the last like 10 years.
In
Like
terms of eyes
in
on the
terms of people
prize.
caring about
Yep.
it and being like bought like I want to like just stuff coming out about it,
Is that good
dude,
though?
I bet you that was like 1,000 times more popular than anything from the James Webb Telescope.
Is that good though?
That's well that's kind of what I'm saying is
Should
like yes, it's good to have that and like that's a great thing that humanity like it's a great product of us, but I think we do still have a lot of other things we need to focus on like more of a priority, you know?
a frontier.
I love T Swift, man. Like I would if fucking some more sort of hypothetical world where I got married to her, I would change my name to Swift so there would be 2 Taylor Swifts. All right? I would try to double the amount of Taylor Swift in the world. All right? You know?
I've how have I never thought of that? That's
Dude,
beautiful.
it's like, "Hey, if you're listening, Taylor."
Uh, we can
She's
double
like, "Yeah,
up.
I just clicked on this podcast and I decided I was gonna dump Travis and go meet this guy
Let's
and get
go.
married."
Not many gals named Taylor, I've found.
There's a good amount.
Are there?
It's a lot more than dudes. Trust me, I know.
Shoot. I don't think I know another Taylor. That's a bro. Uh,
Okay. That's why I go by Tap.
Tap. I don't know another Tappan either.
Oh yeah, for those who don't know, my name is Taylor Tappan.
They might have put that
So
together.
there's a plethora of nicknames associated with that.
Do the full mug.
You want the oh
I want
god.
the full mug.
We haven't officially added 2 iron yet. I got to get more consistent with it, but the full unabridged nickname that was come up with from my freshman baseball team was Taylor Tight Pants Ton of Luck Happy Tappy Tap Water Tappin'. And
Ton of luck.
yeah, that's in
I
there.
always heard ton of luck. And I thought ton of luck was a word. Like,
What did you think it meant ton of luck?
nope.
What did you think ton of luck
Thought it
meant?
was like some sort of tunnel for civil engineering terms, you know?
Nicholas has been living a lie this whole time.
I should have just read the mug. It would have solved all this.
So, do you want to know what's great? Every
There
time I
is
play,
no word even close to ton of luck in the dictionary.
oh man, you know what's great though about that is every time I play golf with Mitch on our scorecard, he does the entire initials for it. So it's like,
Oh
what
my
is it?
god.
T T on Taylor T T P T O L H T W T. I
He does
think.
the O for of?
Yes, it's a
That
different word, man.
might be
He
excessive.
does. It's like 8 letters.
Yeah, that's
And then he just puts M for
M?
Mitch.
Oh,
Oh, it's great.
I love
Oh,
Mitch.
dude, I need to go golfing again. I haven't been
Man,
golfing with the boys in a minute. I know that's not your thing, but it's just a good time.
my last time golfing with Mitch was a rough one.
Dude, every time golfing is a rough one.
No, that's not
No one,
true.
dude, no one plays unless you're on the tour or like you're shooting sub 90s consistently. You don't play golf. You try to play golf.
Brendohe works at the golf course and he's having a good time.
Brendan
now.
plays golf. He
Brendohe
shoots
plays
mid to
golf.
low 80s consistently.
Yep.
Brendan plays some fucking good
He
golf.
gets real flustered when he's above 100. I'm like, brother, I love you.
Dude, he should be flustered if he's in the 90s.
What?
Because Brendan
Ouch.
Brendan shoots like mid to low 80s usually. Maybe high 80s, but he gets pissed if he's in the 90s.
Have we talked to him about the pod yet? I bet you he'd love some
Probably.
of this.
Oh, dude, especially now that we mentioned him in episode 2.
That's why I was thinking about him. I
Brendohe.
miss that kid.
Dude, we got to do our Flagstaff New Year's trip again. Even though Go was pretty fun last year, but
Goat was great, but Flagstaff,
dude, that was a fun trip.
I wasn't
Just
there
driving.
for.
I know you weren't
Yep,
there for it,
but I've been
Dude.
there in the snow.
that was my first time with just the 3 Fraser boys alone.
It's a good time.
It was fun.
It's a good time.
It's a good time.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah.
You
Fucking-
and Joey splitting the drive is
No.
so funny. Casey
Casey got the tail end.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got the tail end of the drive. No, but freaking Joey, I forget if he forgot his license or it was he didn't have his
Same
ID.
with the second time he
Yeah,
went. You
he
remember
didn't
that?
have his ID.
was
Oh
gonna-
no, he lost his debit card the second time. Should we
No,
not?
he
we
lost
don't
his
wanna-
debit card the first time.
We don't need to get into Joey's business too much.
Love Joey to
But
death.
the first part for the Flagstaff trip was relevant because he was sitting in the car while we were in the bar, and I was like, I want to go hang out with Joey when New Year's hits, and then we ended up making a snow fort. Fort Squidward was all but impenetrable, and then we had a huge snowball fight, like right at the start of what year was that? 2022 or 2021?
One
I think was it 21?
was got to be one because 2 was last year and it was goat.
No, last year was 23. Yeah, so that's what
Well-
I'm saying. It was the very start, so I think it was the
We've
21,
done goat
22.
2 years though.
No, we did goat for Halloween. I think
For
we've
2
only done. I
years?
think we've only done goat New Year's 1 year. It's either 21 or 22.
Regardless,
The very start of the year started off with a great snowball fight, just like out in the middle of downtown Flagstaff. There was
Flagstaff
no
is
collateral
one of my
damage,
favorite towns of all time.
dude.
Brendohe getting to college there.
Playing
At
football
NAU?
there.
Oh yeah,
Fucking trash.
well, you're used to SAC straight to
Oh
7,000 foot
no,
altitude.
dude.
That's
So,
0 to
dude,
7,000.
when I was playing in college, Sacramento is like damn near sea level. Every single place we played, other than Cal Poly and Davis, was like 2,000 feet of elevation or more.
Yep,
So we
that's a
would go to these
disadvantage.
places and just get off the bus and be like, "Oh shit, I can't
NAU
breathe."
has
NAU is a
advantage.
problem. Every single so it's kind of a it's like a catch 22. They get the cardio advantage everywhere they go and anytime a team comes there. But there's also when you don't have that much oxygen, like for your training year round, you can't hit as high of a
PR
yeah,
rep.
exactly. Your
Yep.
output, your maximum output is lesser, but because you're used to that amount of oxygen, your cardio level is just
I'd
way fucking high.
rather be facing a winded, strong team than a not winded,
Other way
fast
around.
team. No, if I was NAU,
No, because you're saying
you're strong, Sac State's strong, but winded at
yes.
NAU.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're saying
Yeah.
you'd rather face that team.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah, I
rather
get
be
what you're
in
saying.
NAU's
Yes, I get
position
what you're saying.
of
Yeah, yeah.
home
I had it
home
backwards. Yeah,
advantage is fucking 7,000
yeah.
feet elevation.
Fuck that,
That
dude.
is
High knees in warm ups. Every single lineman
you guys.
fucking. I'm just gonna vacuum
We
breathe
should do
into the
some
mic.
more hiking and jogging in Tahoe, my
Oh,
friend.
dude, almost every single because we had that one we would have 1 week off at the end of summer before camp. I would almost always go do some sort of running at the cabin. Because that's like I think our cabin's right around 62, 65, somewhere in there.
Dude,
Um,
just swimming at Donner at 72,
yeah.
because Donner's 72. You're no.
No, the Donner Summit is 72, but Donner Lake is like
Oh,
probably
is it like
56 or so. It's
no?
probably
We'll
I think
find it
Donner
out.
Lake is probably 6,000 or
I
so.
think it's like 62 maybe. Because you're
No,
right.
dude, I think my
The
cabin is at
summit
like
is
60.
72.
Yeah, I think my cabin is at like 60 because we pulled up the elevation with Bobby when I was. Were you there for that? I thought you were
Yeah.
there for that. Yeah, I think it was like 62 to 64, somewhere there, for my actual cabin height.
Shoot, it's 6,000 flat.
The
Lake.
lake, yeah.
So you're
So my
probably
cabin's
60.
about 400 or 500 feet above
Yeah,
that.
62, 63,
I mean, dude,
64.
Northwoods is a steep ass hill.
I love the Sierras.
Dude, for anyone who's like in the NorCal area that somehow hasn't been up to Tahoe and
Or
Donner,
Yosemite.
or yeah, anywhere in the Sierras that's nice, like go take a quick drive. It's an hour and a half from
Leave
Sacramento.
the phone in the car.
Yeah,
Go on a
just
hike. Bring some water.
put on some Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
What the? Not if they leave the phone in the car. Oh, for the drive.
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
drive.
Go find a lake and just sit and drink a beer and
I
hop in,
love our epic drives.
dude.
When we're going somewhere epic, we put on some Lord of the Rings and
we have
just
we have a whole playlist set aside just for epic drives.
and they turn out to be the best drives. California for it's tough like explaining California to non-Californians. When I was in New
Dude.
Zealand, they're like they just imagine it as extremely small. But California is damn near the size of New Zealand.
Oh, yeah, dude, even the people, like, anytime I would go back east or, like, out, like, to play football where I wasn't in California, they're like first of all, their perception of California is it's like LA. LA.
It's Baywatch, beaches,
Yeah,
and
that's what
LA.
they think. Like,
Yep.
no one knows that NorCal even fucking
Well,
exists.
that's because it's a different freaking state.
Dude,
It's so a different
it's
state.
like we're not gonna talk about splitting up California right now, but if you want to
It's a
talk
good
about
idea.
localizing government based on common interests, the people in NorCal do not have the same interests as the people in
No,
LA at all.
we're all
It's completely
farmers
different.
essentially.
The problem though is if there was some sort of California split, then the Southern California half would have to be paying for all the water that the Northern California is sending
That's
down there.
not the only problem. We have all
There'd
the
be a lot of
tech.
problems.
They have a lot of the farms, and then like the
Yeah.
cities that rely. They just have the big cities.
It's just LA. Also San
Well,
Diego.
San
San
Diego.
Diego's pretty cool. I've only been
I
there a little
like
bit,
San
but San
Diego a
Diego's was
lot.
pretty cool when I was there.
Beautiful. Yeah,
The
no,
one
the
arena
college
game I played
there.
was down there.
What's that now?
The one arena game that I played was down there.
Oh,
Dude, that's when Eli came and saw me. Dude, he fucking came and watched the game, and then we went. So we tried to go to this Mexican place that was hella popping, and then there was like a line of 40 people out the door, and we were like, "You want to go get In and Out?"
yes, California special,
I was
baby.
like, "Let's do it." In and Out is spectacular.
Speaking of In and Out, I have a German friend who's coming over soon
Oh,
that is
she looking
dying
forward
for
to
some
it?
In and Out.
Yeah, because she's been here and had it before.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she knows what she's missing out
Unlike
on.
my, I can't be too rough. My Tennessee intern who comes to California dying for some
Looking for a
In-N-Out.
Whataburger or some bullshit.
No, dying for some In-N-Out. Comes back to me with the review of meh.
Oh no!
I can't trust her with anything anymore. It's like you said what about the In-N-Out
You said
burger?
meh.
I gotta go double check your work now. No, I'm kidding.
And
Meh?
you're trying to. What does this wine taste like to you? All right.
Exactly.
Is this a red? Don't close your eyes. Is this a red or a white?
That's actually a tougher test than you think.
I would not. Okay, first of all, if it's being served correctly, the temperature should give it away, because most whites are chilled, aren't they?
Yep.
So
So for my wine tasting final
I would be able to tell the difference between a white and a red, no problem.
in a wine 101, you go into a dark room with a pitch black glass that you can't see through and a proctor behind you. You're supposed to walk in blindfolded, take a sniff of this wine glass, and then put it down. Tell you if it's a white, a red, or a rosé
Off the sniff,
off the sniff.
I could probably the rosé would probably I'd get mixed up with the rosé
It
versus the
was a
white.
rosé.
But I think I could tell the difference between a white and a red.
Yeah,
Because it's just
yep.
the red has so much more of the those darker notes, and then the white's so crisp and like fresh kind of, you know?
Yep. Also the theoretical temperature change, they don't do cold whites.
Oh, okay.
It's such
Damn.
a pain in the ass.
I was gonna
'Cause then
say
the
because that would
glass
give it
be
away.
cold.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Same with the rosé.
Did you like how I figured that out though? How my expert knowledge of wine that I've developed from being a busser for 8 months at a winery.
And my friend.
Huh?
And my friend.
And my
Speaking of
best
which, you
friend
want
who.
some Zinfandels?
Oh, dude, I did see that. Did you have the bottle open?
I
Or
opened
I
it
saw one
last night.
out. I
Yeah,
saw one
it's
out.
right by the mic.
I'm down to get a bottle of
we'll have
wine
some
after this.
Zinfandel in a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Lisa, looking forward to In-N-Out. She oh shoot. I totally went brain dead. We're gonna have to cut that section.
Why?
I just totally went brain dead. I have no idea where I was going with that.
Well, she
Lisa
wanted to come get
conversation.
In-N-Out. Oh, you talked about your intern already,
Yes.
and how she didn't like In-N-Out.
Yeah, but there was something about Lisa
Oh.
past the In-N-Out thing.
Well, maybe if we keep talking about burger stuff. Did you know it's not Waterburger, it's Whataburger?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, I didn't fucking know that till I
You
saw
thought it was
one.
a water
I
burger?
they say it Whataburger, and I was
What?
like,
That's the.
I thought it was an accent, like a southern accent saying water, because I know it's an East Coast southern thing, right? Well, the one
It
that I
is.
saw was technically I think it was in Mississippi, actually,
They have one in
not in
Texas too,
Tennessee.
but
Yeah,
it's like
dude.
In-N-Out where it started in California and then it's
Yeah,
branched out.
dude.
Whataburger.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Whataburger.
Yeah,
That's how you say it.
sounds
Started in East Coast.
sounds like a southern person saying water.
That's an East Coast accent.
I'm just saying.
Whataburger. I can't do accents at all. Can't do
I can
accents at all.
I can only do an accent with an impression. I can do a British accent if I'm imagining that I'm like doing a Harry Potter impression or something. I don't want to attempt it right now.
You should absolutely.
I will
attempt
later.
it.
Let's get through this
Attempt it.
beer and a little more wine, and then I might
And
break
then
out some
we're gonna
British
just be
accents.
talking as Aussies and Brits.
Oh man, I've got some high pitched giggle going on right now. I don't know what's up with that.
You gotta talk
You said
low
something.
into the mic.
We'll just Darth Vader this one.
Dude, when I'm sick, straight up sound like Morgan Freeman.
What?
Yes. When I am super sick, I sound like Morgan Freeman.
You got to get some sound bites, bro.
Bro,
You just got to start
absolutely.
reading
For the
some
podcast.
Yeah, dude. Just
I
just
will
in general.
I will just hang out with sick people until I get sick. Crazy sick.
I'll just go just like chill in hospitals.
Volunteer at some hospitals. Hey, what's the sickest child in here? Can he sneeze on my fork?
Would it make him feel better if he got a hug from a man with a large?
Not a ginger.
Like, get out of here,
Turn away
you
the
soulless bastard! Oh no. We don't condone racism here.
Or hairism?
Are gingers another race? Is race solely skin? Well, dude, that's like the
How are we getting into
no.
this?
What's there's like a thing where it's like they did an experiment in like a classroom where it was like blue-eyed people and brown-eyed people each got different rules and privileges, and it
What
was
the
like
hell?
it's like, dude, what do you choose the thing to be racist or like prejudiced about. It
Right.
could be anything. It
If
could
I
be
was
hair color.
blue-eyed,
It could be eyes. Yeah,
I want sunglasses all the time.
yeah,
I don't care what the brown-eyed people have. Fuck those brown-eyed
dude.
people. I want sunglasses.
Dude, I think racism stems from a fear of like other cultures more so than it does,
Yeah,
and
I
then it
mean,
becomes like a, you know,
dude, we used to draw an imaginary boundary in the sand and be like, this is my city, this is your city. We're not going to fuck with each other. And I feel like that just turned into different skin colors, different cultures.
yeah. I mean, dude, I mean, once again, economy kind of played into how bad the American slavery got because
Are we getting into American
I don't really
slavery?
want to because that gets really dark.
who
But
are
I'm just saying, like,
who are slavery movies for?
it was very much like that top 1% of like plantation and slave owners that were hard pushing, like, keep slavery going because it was messing with their pocketbook. And then it just got more volatile from there.
Money is a weird thing, dude.
Oh, dude, I don't want to get this
Even
dark with the
even
podcast.
I'm stressed about money, and it's like you live
Yeah.
like just being born in Sonoma, you're in the
Yeah, it's
top 5% of the world. We are lucky boys.
dude, that's why we're trying to do the whole George Bailey thing. Tyler said that perfectly. He was like, "So we're just gonna go full George Bailey and leave a string of affordable houses around California." I was
love
like,
that.
"Yeah, that's pretty much the
I hope
plan."
I get a
At the end of the day,
I hope I get a crash Tyler's wedding.
oh, dude, I mean, if you're not working, you will
100% be there. It
probably.
doesn't matter if I'm working the
I'll
next
say
day.
you're good with driving up.
I'm gonna have to drive up.
No, yeah,
I might drive back, and I'm gonna wear that pink plaid again,
dude.
again.
I mean, if it's 1-0 for having a great time at a wedding, you got to stick. If it ain't
We'll
broke,
make it
don't fix it.
we'll make it 2-0, buddy.
Oh man, I have
No dress code this time. I'm hoping.
no,
No
just for me.
black and white dress code.
I'm wearing
Bra.
black and white, but I'm for
You're a groomsman.
groomsmen. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a different story.
Apparently, we're not wearing jackets, and I was like, jacket kind of pulls together my attire.
Well, also it's gonna be end
It's
of
more
October.
slimming. I'm not worried about temperature for me personally. The skinny
Dude, what are
boys
you
maybe.
talking about? You sweat like a mofo.
Oh,
It might
I
be
thought you
hot in
meant
Chico.
saying like we
No,
want to
not
have coats because it'll get cold.
no. It's not gonna get cold. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I get
hot
it. I
up
get it.
there.
Well, I mean, freaking Wyatt. Okay, so Wyatt had us looking good, but I was staring directly in the sun during the entire ceremony for his. That was in Sacramento in like, what was that? I think that was October also.
Okay.
Um, yeah, dude, I've had 3 October weddings that I was a groomsman in like 3 years in a row.
Yep.
It went Wyatt, Braden, and Tyler.
So were the first two hot?
Wait, no, did I have 4? Was Eli's right before that? I don't know. I can't remember. I think there might have been a gap year. I've been how many groomsmen have I been? Eli, Wyatt, Tim, Tyler. So 4. This will be my 4th.
Fun time.
I think I'll have some more too.
I can't believe Casey's
Wait,
planning a
no.
bachelor
Braden,
party.
Braden, 5.
5.
Yeah.
Casey's planning a bachelor party.
Dude, how did he get stuck with that? I was like, how good of friends are you with this guy?
Not the groomsman.
He's not even a groomsman and he's doing the bachelor party?
He is.
That's not good.
He gets to 100%. He is nominated groomsman as the bachelor planner. Like you gotta be
No,
right.
dude, my opinion, that's always best man job.
I was about to say you're doing the
I'm
bachelor
doing
party,
yours.
buddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna shoot some guns, drink some whiskey, fucking
It'll be a. It might
some
have
other
to be a-
bachelor party
Might
things.
have to be a weekend. Might have to be a 2-dayer.
I'm thinking like a 3 or 4 dayer, bro.
Might have to be a 3.
We're doing like a extended weekend.
I just have one favor to ask of you.
Yes.
The final day of the bachelor party cannot line up with wedding day.
Oh no, we're not doing it. It'll be like a month.
The week
I want to do
a month
dude.
before.
So Braden's was 5 days long, which was definitely a bit of a freaking like excursion.
Let's
But
descend.
damn, dude, that was a
Rubicon
good
is
one.
beautiful.
Because we got a lot of other stuff in besides that
We
too.
could do the Rubicon.
You know?
Hopefully, I have like some
If you want to
legit
dude,
4x4 by then.
I've done 3 of the 5 bachelor parties I've been to or I've been a part of have
Sierras.
been Tahoe or Truckee.
Yep.
Yeah. The one so the Eli's was in Vegas and then I didn't go to Tim's because I was in Alaska, but they ended up doing midget wrestling. I think we were gonna do Reno or Tahoe originally.
Midget wrestling.
No, yeah, they did midget wrestling.
You missed midget wrestling
for Alaska. Also, the
Shit.
date got changed really late. That's why I was like,
Oh,
fuck.
That's
Like,
a tough one to miss,
dude.
mate.
So apparently when they walked in and there was a, I don't know if it was a host or a waitress, but it was a midget, and she just had, my friend David's like, dude, she just had like the biggest fucking cans, and he went back out to the group and was like, guys, it's gonna be fucking
It's gonna
great.
be good.
It's like,
What?
Jesus.
Ring the bell. Were they
Hold
in
on,
like a
actually, I
legit
want to clear this
ring?
up. What's the proper term? I don't. Midget might actually be the wrong one. Is it dwarf?
It's little person.
Little person? Well, Brad Williams says dwarf.
Dwarf, you're not a dwarf unless you have a beautiful beard. You cannot
It's
be a dwarf
completely
unless
different
you were
criteria.
born with a beard.
There. Oh, we're breaking it back to the Lord of the Rings
I'm
criteria for dwarf,
just saying.
dude.
Dwarf is a different race than a midget
Oh
or a
man,
little person. God, we gotta stop using midget.
dude, that's yeah. I was like, wait,
They've
we
got-
might be fucking this up. Brad Williams is one of my favorite
Listen,
comedians. I just want to say that
probably
right now.
A very small portion of our listeners right now would actually be.
What do you mean
offended.
small?
Ah!
You asshole! We're losing them, Nicholas.
Bring him back. Bring him back.
Dude,
Gimli is my favorite character. In Lord
Gimli
of the
is
Rings.
one of the top.
He brings
The
in
hobbits
so
are the
much.
main characters, dude.
Straight up, yeah.
We're
And
just trying to reel back in
we're
our little
reeling them
person.
in. We're reeling him in.
Dude, I think Brad Williams' urinal story is like my fucking favorite that he's
so good.
Dude, stay the fuck away from my urinal. He goes, all the men are laughing because they know. They know what fucking he's like, and I'm at the airport. It's a cornucopia of open urinals. The guy that he's like, I would have the exact same reaction. Just turn around the one time I'm using the short urinal and there's a little person just dancing behind me, and I'm just like, no fucking way.
I'm sorry.
There's no way I'm not having that exact reaction.
It's like, have you ever gone out of the handicap stall and seen somebody waiting for you?
Thank God I have not done that. I would be like, gotta go, you gotta
Do
go.
you want me to wipe for you?
Like, shit, dude.
I'll make it up to you, bud.
Man. Yeah, that would be a bummer.
I wouldn't. I
would never want. I usually only.
I don't want that on my worst enemy. Like that is.
That's the highest of most awkward situations.
As the handicap man, you feel like you deserve to like a cane swap or something. Just like
go find me a switch.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, you got to watch that episode of Community. It's
man, the D&D episode was so good.
I'm so mad they don't have that.
Glad Jay Flan had that.
Dude,
Jordan came.
Dude, big time clutch on Jay Flan, dude. I forgot how hard they went with like the full blown like music and narration and everything about the episode. I forgot how hard they went for it.
We're finishing Lord of the Rings, by the way.
We will. Oh yeah, we just finished the battle. We updated them at the start.
Oh, that's
of this.
right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
but we're gonna get Battle of the Black Gated after this
yeah,
probably.
The true followers know we're about 40 minutes away from the end, an hour away from the end. Dude, a 4-hour movie, extended edition only. We don't talk about.
That's how you full send a movie as a director. Like,
man,
they went
Snyder's
hard.
cut. You know what I'm talking about,
dude. Snyder's cut.
Justice League.
I've
right?
talked to I've talked to my friends about this. Like, Snyder's cut might be better than every Marvel movie, in my opinion, of the MCU. There's some OG like Spider-Man, like OG Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 were fucking phenomenal.
OG Iron Man.
But like, there's only a few of
that
the
even compare.
OG Iron Man for sure.
But only a few compare.
I like Thor Ragnarok a lot.
Ragnarok's in. I'd say
like
Infinity War. No.
Yeah.
Is Infinity War the first one?
Yes, Infinity War is the first one.
Infinity War.
That one's up there. That one was freaking good.
Whatever the
Endgame.
Not
Dude,
Endgame.
Finally, I saw a video of someone who called out the same loophole or the same plot hole that I came up with.
Give me the plot hole.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I've told you about it, but
sure you have.
So Captain Marvel shows up in the battle and takes the Infinity Gauntlet from Peter Parker with all 6 Infinity Stones in it. Instead of putting the thing, first of all, it's Captain Marvel. She'll survive that shit. Her power is absorbing energy.
I mean, Hulk survived it, but he had a goofed arm.
Yeah, but she would survive it.
She would be fine.
Like, and it would win. And anyway, instead of that, she's like, "Oh, I'll take this into the time machine and put them all back into the time zones where they go, even though I don't have a clue where they're fucking supposed to be."
We needed to make this movie an extra 40 minutes longer.
Dude, it's like they could have just done it a little bit better. Like, could have been a little bit. But yeah,
Marvel dropped off there. Then again, I did like Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't know.
3.
I didn't really like Guardians 3. They got too sad with it. I loved what they did with Rocket, but like Quill was too sad. Gamora was a bitch. Like, they got away from like the heart of the Guardians, you know?
The 70s rock.
Yeah. Yeah,
They went to
like,
2000s.
dude,
They were playing Dog Days.
that was the final
They
song,
were
and I was just
playing
like, this
Dog
was
Days are
disappointing. I
over.
was like, I'm disappointed right now. I was like, this is. I mean, I guess, yeah, like, I don't know, man. It's
No,
just
there's
a bummer.
plenty of more music to
Yeah.
pick from the 70s. They did not need to change that up.
hmm But no, dude, like the Snyder cut. So I've been a huge fan of like DC. I when it comes to stories and the characters, I like DC more. I feel like they get deeper into the psychological struggles and the themes of power and like human
Yeah.
type stuff with DC. Like with the Superman Batman dynamic is a really good
You
one.
can't get the human
Uh
emotions out of a 2-hour movie
yes.
versus the 4-hour movie for some reason.
Well, I
And
feel like
obviously,
you
at
can
the
just
same time,
yeah.
I am more into the movie.
Yeah. You can
And
just tell more of a story.
yes, a
Um
way bigger story.
Especially with that one where there's so many characters you have to do justice to.
Same with the Lord of the Rings
Justice.
extended Justice League.
No, yeah, but so like of all the comic book stuff I've read and like all of the animated movies and shows, when I watched Snyder Cut, I was like, this is legitimately what I imagine a DC comic like turning into in real life. I was like the mood, like the way that the flow of it was so much better. Every single
Yep.
scene, like they had that
It's
transitional,
a
like
little bit
they
like
mention someone and then the next scene it's that thing happened. Like everything flowed better. In the
and
Justice League like original, it's just none of that happened. They just went and did
yeah,
shit without explaining anything.
yeah.
It was like unless you actually knew the Justice League lore and like the background,
Which
you're
very
pretty
few people
lost.
do.
Yeah. And it
Almost
looked like shit.
nobody reads comics
Yeah.
anymore. Its
Yeah.
CGI was worse than like your
Um
average Marvel
yeah.
movie.
And the Snyder cut definitely had some goofy CGI in it,
Yep.
but I'm pretty sure that that's because it just wasn't completed.
That goes to
It
show
wasn't
though
like a
that you don't
final
need
yeah.
top of the line $1 million CG. Dude, the fact that
Lord of the Rings.
no, not Lord of the Rings. The
No, but
fact that Indiana Jones cost 360 million to make.
the new one?
The new one.
Oh, I was like, what was the budget on the original one? Do you know? Jamie.
Yep. I'll Jamie it. But on top of that, India landed on the moon for $60 million.
Yeah.
Like, it costs less to land on the moon right now than it
Shit.
does to make an Indiana Jones movie with crap
6
CGI.
times over.
6 times over.
We
What was
could've
I Jamieing?
what the original Indiana
Yep.
Jones so was that Raiders? Yeah. I want to know what Raiders cost. I bet you it was under $1 million. No, it was probably a couple million. It was no 360 though.
It
And that
was,
dude,
I bet you it was
that's
like
that
18 million.
okay. I was
18
way under
million.
budget. But still, how fucking much
Well,
better of a movie was that probably than the new one?
let's inflate 1981 dollars into 2023 dollars.
Okay. You can do that on Google.
Oh yeah.
Google can be useful. Dude, did I tell you other Nick, my coworker, he started using Chat GPT and he's trying to like
Yes, you did talk to me a little bit about
he
that.
was like he has a friend who he's trying to basically engineer a series of prompts to get it to help and like do stuff. And then he's gonna develop a framework to turn it into Jarvis or something. He said, "I'm like, I don't really get how this works, but
Damn,
don't
bro.
get too crazy with that."
Do you want to know inflation in between $18 and 2023 dollars? It's rough.
No.
Take a
Okay.
guess as to what 2023 dollars is. $18 in 1981 versus today. How much is that worth?
How much $18 is?
Is worth from 1981 to today.
42.
61.
All right, I just did 42 on purpose.
61.
still
I
fucking
appreciate
ridiculous.
your answer. So whatever 18 million times whatever that ratio is,
Yeah.
is 18
It's 61.
divided
It would
by
be a $61 million movie.
What's 18 divided by 60? Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. Math.
Hey, that's my specialty there. Not really, but kind of. I use it a lot.
I was gonna get the percentage.
Yeah.
And then, so I would have gotten there just a little bit longer.
But yeah, dude, like think about the astronomical amounts of money we're spending to make movies
On bad CGI.
and how much it takes to like do scientific research or
Yeah.
like
Well, and that's what we were getting
just
with,
a little
Justice
nugget.
League too.
Like,
It
dude,
doesn't take the expensive CGI to make a good film.
they should have taken 10% of all the box office from Interstellar and put it towards space
We'd
exploration.
be in black
That
holes
would
by now.
that would be so much money into
We would
space
be
exploration
in
that they
black
need.
holes by now. Just hanging out in black holes.
Dude,
Speaking,
Matthew
that's what I was
McConaughey
gonna speak
would
about
be
with
out
Lisa.
there.
The wisdom nug that she wanted me to correct from my last podcast. I don't even know what the hell we were talking about.
Which one?
The light bending.
Oh yeah,
Light actually does not bend,
the
ladies and
space
gentlemen.
bends.
Space and time bend around it, and that causes the light that we see to bend. I can't believe I forgot that.
You
This
know,
is Wisdom Nuggz.
I do think like black hole levels of gravity is what actually bends the light within the space, though.
I
Because
don't.
there's,
Well, okay, shit.
I don't know, man.
Because they
I
have
really
that
think
ring
light's
of
part of
light.
the
Or
medium.
I mean, have you seen a photo of a black hole?
You can't.
Yeah, you
There's
can.
an event horizon.
Well, you can see. You can take a photo of the light as it's going into the event horizon. It's just this
It
big
should just be a
ring of
big
light.
black circle and then light all around
A
it.
ring
Because
of
that's
light.
the light that didn't get captured. It was able to like tangent and spread out.
No, that's it going into the black hole. Is that ring of light you see as it's passing through?
Well, no, because if it went into the event horizon, it wouldn't come out again.
Fucking
The light that
true.
you see around it is the light that escaped.
Yep,
Yeah.
but was just severely bent.
Yep. It got bent and refracted, so it's like shining off on the edges.
Anyways,
Yeah.
that's the wisdom nug.
Space is wild.
Space is wild. Light doesn't bend unless space and time bends around it. Don't get us started.
I don't want to. I don't want to
The
get that
fact
deep.
that we're
I don't
on a
want to get
little
that deep.
rock floating through space.
No, we can't get this existential.
Yes, we can.
People, you gotta stay in your bubble.
Fair enough.
Stay in your bubble.
Enjoy the little things in
We're
life.
down on the rock, but we got bubbles.
Just ignore the fact that we're floating around a ball of fire.
Oh, what the fuck what did I just say?
I don't know.
We're down on a rock, but we got bubbles.
We got bubbles of air. Bubbles of.
Some little bubbles. Finding Nemo, man.
What a good movie. Don't touch the butt.
Dude, the fact that they gave Dory's fish dad a receding hairline with the
Savage.
animation of fucking fish.
Savage.
I was like, no, like what? Does that fish just have that part, like dark part, like go back as it gets old? Like, or did he start out? Was he always had a receding hairline as that fish?
Definitely.
I was like, that was so mean.
He aged poorly. Dory's gonna age poorly too.
So is Dory gonna get a receding little dark part that
I
looks like a
hope
receding
so.
hairline?
AKA her brain.
I mean, yeah, her memory is receding.
Receding
Yeah.
quite rapidly. Did you like Finding Dory?
It was fun. There was some good stuff in it.
I thought it was the exact same thing as Finding Nemo, except not.
I don't know. There was a few different wrinkles in it, and I liked the they had some fun characters and like a new setting that they involved.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a problem with it. I didn't come out of Finding Dory like fuck that movie was dog shit. I was like, that was a fun little Pixar movie, you know. You know,
I don't think I've ever called a Pixar movie dog shit, but I feel it.
I thought Cars 2 was dog shit.
Cars 2
I heard
the
that it was
Spies? Have
no,
you
that's
seen
Cars
it?
3. I thought
Cars 3 is the new. That's not Cars
oh,
3.
is
Cars
Cars
3 is
I have
like
not seen.
when
I haven't
McQueen gets
I,
replaced.
oh, that's right. Yeah, I
by
haven't
the
seen
new
either
car.
of the other two
Oh,
cars
then how are you calling one dog shit?
because I've heard other people call it dog shit so much.
Unless it's Eli. Have you asked
It's a
Eli?
lot of people. I'll ask Eli.
Have you asked Eli?
They're like, hey, yeah, what do you feel about Cars 2?
Cars 2 and 3. And I trust whatever Eli says, I'll switch
Eli's
to.
got pretty good fucking taste.
I actually really dig.
I'm trying to think if I've ever had like a disagreement with him on something like
on movie
on
wise.
taste.
Besides Smash, you guys have definitely had some disagreements over Smash.
That's not disagreements. That's too hard of a competitor, dude. It was just
Dorm.
it's so
I'd
frustrating.
walk in after like a 3-hour drive. You'd be like, "Come on in." I'd come on in. You and Eli are on that TV, just like, fuck. Just so fun. And then
his juggling with Cap Falk was disgusting on N64. Oh, he hasn't
destroyed every Smash game since.
he hasn't put the time in on
to the
Ultimate
new games
that I have.
Yeah.
Or
but Brawl. I think you were better than him at Brawl, right?
I wasn't crazy good at Brawl though. The way we played Brawl was just like fuck around and like hit people. That's why I would play Ike on a timed one with 4 people. All I do is sit on the bottom and throw smashes out. You know.
I will 100% Ganondorf your Olimar if you're down.
1v1. Little purp, baby.
Little purp.
Gotta get a little purp out.
I'm just gonna charge my purple aura and one tap you.
But little purp will block it.
I hate Little Purp so much.
Dude, Lil Purp. So for people who aren't familiar with Super Smash Bros. Lingo and our lingo related to Super Smash Bros., there's a character named Olimar. He's this little tiny alien, and he pulls these other little aliens. Actually, he's some sort of alien, right?
He looks like one.
He's not a human. He's this little alien dude, and he pulls these little other aliens out of the ground called Pikmin, and they come in different colors, and each color does a different thing. So in the game, you can play as him and fight with the Pikmin. So you got to pull them out of the ground, and you throw them and like hit people with them and shit. And the purple one is this big little fucker. He's like chubby and shit. So he hits hard. Like if you hit somebody with it with a smash attack, it kills him way better. If you throw it, it knocks him back. Like I've thrown him off the edge and killed people with him before. And so yeah, I nicknamed him Lil Purp. If I have Lil Purp out, you're in trouble, and you're like above 80%. There's a problem.
There's a problem.
You're liable of getting fucking tossed.
So, cheers to a sober October, by the way, bud.
Immediate failure.
How many days we made it? One day?
0.
We
No,
were
it was
at the
day
goat.
1.
We were at the goat the second. I thought. No, we were at
J Flan.
J Flan's
Yeah.
the first.
But it was for when we watched D&D, so it was fine. The D&D episode of Community, not the dude. There's 2 bottle opener. Where's the other bottle opener that was on the fridge?
It's literally right here. So it's right next to my computer.
Nicholas just wanted to get fancy. He's over here opening a bottle of beer with another bottle of beer while a bottle opener sits on the table 2 feet from him.
Yes,
like,
that is correct.
Probably half of his arm's reach away.
No, I purposely grabbed the other bottle.
Is that for me?
That's for you, my friend.
Okay.
And I can't open that bottle
that.
with this bottle because I no longer have the cap.
That.
So I brought this along with me.
All right, but you still wanted to get fancy with it?
I just thought
you got to
for
the skill.
Listeners, it'd be better if another beer opened the beer.
If you didn't do it, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Exactly.
Got to get the content, man.
We're really squeezed for content now.
All this beer opening content. What's the most gangster way to open a beer? It's got to be teeth.
It's the teeth or eye socket. Charles has done the eye socket.
It works.
Charles, so you squeeze it with this like bone that you have here.
Yeah, but like, dude, fuck that. How does that not just tear your eye open?
No, if you do it wrong, you're bleeding.
Yeah.
100%. No, but Charles used to, like, as a joke, open it with his teeth and beer. I mean, kid's been drinking since he was 8, I'll be honest. 8. Yeah,
Probably
I'll be
8.
honest. It was about 12 when he started drinking
Luxembourgians.
beers.
What do you call people from Luxembourg? Is that right? Is that correct?
Luxembourgish?
Luxembourgans?
Well, I guess I'm Jamie.
Luxembourgans?
I think Luxembourgians is pretty close. It just doesn't sound like it's right.
I don't know how long let me see. Oh shit, we're like over an hour already.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
We were very close.
I was gonna say I do have to pee if we want to do.
No, you want to know
the exact.
You want to know what they're called?
Not Luxembourgians.
Luxembourgers.
How is that not like? That's just the food from there, right?
So what do you call a
Our
Luxembourg
boy Charles
burger?
is a Luxembourger.
What's a Luxembourg burger? It's a Luxembourger burger.
A Luxembourgish burger?
A Luxembourger burger.
But no, it's
Burgish would be like Luxembourgish burger.
Yeah.
Damn it. A Luxembourgish burger from a Luxembourger. There we are. We can end the pod. We can take a piss break on that.
We can take a piss break on that. All right, we'll be back.
I'm ready when you are, my friend.
We finished Lord of the Rings.
We finished.
There's a long pee break.
yeah, it was about a 2-hour pee break.
I was peeing the entire time.
And
we watched.
Wingstop break.
That's how much pee was in me. We also had Wingstop. Yes,
Wingstop break.
The Wingstop was.
That's why I love capitalism. That's what I was
because
getting
Wingstop
at earlier.
came out of it.
Because Wingstop came with a couple clicks of the button,
dude.
Of the thumb.
My favorite way to describe a phone.
Yep.
You touch it in the right spots, and food shows up at your door.
Pizza.
Dude, there's no arguing that the level of technology we have now is magic to anyone 100 or more years ago.
This is the easiest a human's ever lived.
Like, hey, I can talk to someone face to face from thousands and thousands of miles away. Like, what kind of we got to burn you at the stake, bro? If you're bringing up that kind of ability.
I have a laptop in front of me, and you're recording on your own.
Yeah,
2 laptops just hanging out.
And we just think
30
it's normal.
years ago, a computer took multiple rooms. Maybe not 30, maybe 40 years ago.
No, yeah, I would. Dude, it was a lot.
We got 2 computers, Wi-Fi.
Dude,
Wingstop that just showed up. It's a good time.
You've seen Imitation Game, right?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
The fact that was the very first actual like modern computer we have that he used to crack Enigma. So Enigma, for people who don't know, Enigma was the German coding machine that they used in World War II, and Great Britain had a secret project. What was the name of it? Do you remember the name of it? You could look it up probably, Mr. Jamie. Anyway, this project was basically they got a bunch of mathematicians together to try and crack the German code, and there was this one freaking genius dude who he wouldn't do normal code cracking stuff. He was like, "I'm gonna build a machine to crack this code," and then he ended up building a computer essentially. Yeah,
Jamie is much slower than my Jamie is much slower than
our
actual
Jamie.
Jamie. Yeah, I'm sorry. He was a mathematician.
Yeah.
Also,
Alan Turing was his name,
fuck the.
played by Benedict Cumberbatch.
I love Benedict
He's
Cumberbatch.
so good.
He's good in everything.
Yep.
He carries
He was
the
Smaug.
Stranger Things film. Sorry, Stranger Things. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor
Dude,
Strange.
That was another very perfect freaking casting job. Like, it's
Yeah.
weird to not have him have a British accent, but it's worth it for how well good of a Doctor Strange he is.
So it was called the Turing Machine,
Yes.
and it was
Do you know what-
Project Delilah?
Delilah. It's not what I thought it was called. Oh well. Anyway, it was a top secret mission. I'm
No,
pretty
the
sure
Turing Machine he named Delilah.
Oh,
Sorry.
gotcha.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, there's a different machine he makes later on that he names like Christopher or something, like at the end of the movie.
Why does everyone I meet think I'm a Christopher? If somebody just meets me and I ask them what's my name, damn near 90% of the time it's Christopher. My dad.
I was gonna say it's
is
weird that your
Christopher.
dad's name is Christopher and
Yeah,
people say that.
It is damn constant. People are like, what do I look like? People say Christopher. I don't look like a Christopher.
I don't know, man. I feel like you're the model Nicholas. Anyone I see who looks like you, I'm like, is your name Nicholas?
Except for Nick.
Yeah, he's Filipino.
He's Filipino. He does not look like. Anyways. No, I look like a Santa Claus. Oh,
yeah, no, you fit like the Saint Nick persona perfectly. There's another.
I
potty
needed
burp.
to get a podcast burping.
All right.
At least one.
That's not that. Did we not get one earlier?
No,
thought we
I
got
don't
one
think we
earlier.
did. No,
we had
I
one like
did
the
it
start.
right as we cut. I was like before and after.
Gotcha.
I held myself for the podcast, but
Hey, I got one. There we go.
That's what I like to hear, buddy.
I mean, what kind of podcast would you be listening to if it didn't have just random dudes burping in it? What's more wholesome than dudes burping? Tell me that. Tell me that right now. A baby laughing.
The fact that
no,
in
dudes
1952, after he inventing the Turing machine, Alan Turing was arrested for homosexuality.
No, yeah, that was the most fucked up part of the movie.
That is intense.
I was like,
after
this
he
guy
saved
literally.
the world.
Do you know how many millions of lives that guy saved?
Saved the world.
And this dumb fucking policy they had about that shit, like, so I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I'll bet that the movie got this part accurate. But he went on like chemical castration medicine is what they called it, and he basically it was so bad like for him mentally that he ended up killing himself like a year into the 2-year cycle.
Essentially a lobotomy, except for your genitals.
It's not good. And they were doing that a lot in Britain, dude.
It was less than 100 years ago.
Fucking and just like someone who was so important for the saved like how important he was to humanity as a whole.
I love the British, but fuck Britain, dude.
I mean,
you know the British Elizabeth
III
had the toilet, a flushable toilet, 300 years before it was quote unquote invented / brought to the public.
Those are some good water resource engineers right there.
It's a Fat Electrician video. Some inventor came up with it, except opposed the king and queen, and so she kept the technology for herself.
Oh shit!
Did not tell anyone, and nobody knew about it for 300 years. It wasn't reinvented / whatever you want, brought to the public.
That's fucked up.
That is the First Amendment for you.
That's pretty fucked
Free
up.
speech, baby.
Jesus.
I should be able to talk about my flushable toilet and how the king and queen suck ass.
I mean, if we're being honest, though, I mean, this hasn't been how many bribes from oil companies do you think up and coming electric car companies got back in like the 90s and early 2000s?
I still think Chevron and companies like that,
companies doing that shit,
are getting.
You just buy that technology from them and then never let it out because it's gonna hurt your consistent business income.
See,
What?
Google's saying the Queen Elizabeth the First, not the third, invented the flushing toilet.
She invented it. She
I
was a water
don't
resource
believe that.
engineer.
I don't
I
believe
bet
that
you
at
she was
all.
like, "Hey,
Somebody was like,
I'm the
"Hey, I have to
queen."
clean her toilet and it flushes itself." What's up with that, guys?
I bet you she was just like, "Hey, I'm the queen. I should be able to shit 5 feet from my bedroom and have it get out of
Have
my
it
house."
disappear. What a brilliant
Like,
idea, too. I mean, thank God for
well,
flushing
dude,
toilets.
you know that's like what we had top hats for back in the day, right?
What?
So before they had toilets and sewers and stuff, they would just
No.
shit in buckets and throw it out the street.
But what about the top hat?
When you're walking by, if someone accidentally threw some shit on you, hey, at least it didn't get in your hair. You just boom, knock off that. I'm pretty sure Peacock taught us that one, dude.
Oh, and I
Yeah, dude.
trust everything
That's
Peacock
why they
says.
used to. That's why they used to like wear hats in urban streets in like the
No.
early urban society in America and like England and
Or
stuff.
yeah, definitely
So you don't
England.
get shit in your hair, I guess, or on your head.
Medieval
How
England.
unfortunate do you have to
When
be to
was the top
walk
hat
by?
invented?
I don't
This is a
know. I
Google
mean,
question.
uh, I don't know if that
What's your
was
guess?
18. No, top hat. Fuck, that's probably been around for a while. When they started urbanizing, probably 1600s.
1793
Okay, a
is the
little later.
first top hat.
A little later.
Silk top hat from England.
That's when they really started getting urban with their cities and stuff.
1793. I definitely thought it was around for a little bit
Gotta
longer
shit
as well.
somewhere.
Gotta shit somewhere. Just toss it out the window.
Hey,
How crazy is that?
I'm still dedicated to bringing back bowler hats at some point. Bowler hats. I don't know how that ever like went away. Those are such great hats.
I miss the Polar Express conductor hat
Ooh,
where
that
he
is a nice hat.
pulls off the hat and
Are
it's just bald.
I was gonna say, are you more partial to it because of how well it covers the bald for the entire movie until that one scene where he takes it off and you're like, wait, what the fuck? This guy's been bald the whole
You
movie?
caught me. You caught me red-handed. No,
Like,
you don't know that guy is bald until the
no,
last
no,
2 minutes of the movie.
no chance are you
3
guessing.
minutes of the movie.
The
You're like,
second he gets there,
what? They redeemed a bald character in that
the
movie.
entire movie, even though time stops. That's the best
So,
part of it.
well, we're gonna be
We're
late.
back on Christmas.
We're gonna be late.
Back on Christmas. Or time dilation, one of the two.
They're just moving so fast. Light speed, time travel. Are we getting into it?
Ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed.
They've
They've
to
gone plaid.
plaid.
It's a good thing we're recording this.
I really appreciate how much Elon Musk does memes with like his products. Like they did the flamethrower.
His flamethrower.
Also they have ludicrous like that's the sport mode on the Tesla, right? Is ludicrous speed?
It used to be.
Okay. One of the models it was ludicrous
It
speed.
was for a long time. They
Dude,
also have fart noises that come out of every seat has a speaker dedicated to it, and the driver can play fart noises from underneath one of the seats.
okay, that's pretty
The
funny.
back right seat, it's like you're driving around a CEO or a friend and everyone's filled up, just be like, long wet fart. And everyone's like, yo, but that's the speaker. Have you seen the zombies, like COD zombies? So the horn can be programmed to different things as well.
Okay.
So they've gone every time they press the horn, it's like COD zombie. You know it. You
Jesus,
know
that terrifying sound.
everyone knows the
yeah.
noise I'm supposed to make, but I just sounded like a dying. All right,
I almost got
Chewbacca.
Chewie right
Yeah,
there.
you got a little bit of Chewbacca.
I'm not very good at it. My farts have been sounding like dying giraffes lately.
You told me
The
that.
South Park dying. You've seen the South Park
I
dying
have.
giraffe, right?
I.
What does this dying giraffe sound like? Wah,
Ooh.
wah. Yeah, my farts come out and they're just. Wah.
Man, your brother's post. Sorry, Rose's
Rose?
post.
Jellyfish Jam?
In front of South Park Lane or whatever the fuck that was.
So good. Oh, you're talking about that one.
Shout out to
That
Rose.
picture. Yeah, that picture of her, Tyler, and Lucas.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about the meme she made of us dancing to Jellyfish Jam
No,
at the wedding.
that's
the penguins of
just
Madagascar.
as beautiful, but
That was all. Dude, Rose has actually been pumping out some baller
good
memes.
memes.
Dude, it's like I'm entertained by it.
Rose, love you. Glad you made it through that.
Can't wait to officially be sisters or sister,
The sisters, yeah.
sister.
Tappy's a girl. He's coming out as a...
I am no. I don't want to get into
I'm
that.
not.
I
How
don't want to
about
get into that topic of
brother
conversation.
and sister is what you two will be?
Yes,
Yes.
in-laws.
Hey,
I will have my first in-laws.
I mean, I'm gonna be the first to get in-laws probably for my family. Paul's not marrying before me. I don't think Gary's marrying before me. Love you both, but
Gary might pull something out.
get the...
No, he's got all his military
He'll
stuff to get through
find
first.
true love on the submarine.
Yeah, I'm getting beat by Tyler, but I could see Patrick being ahead of me though.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
I have too many shenanigans that I like to do.
Philip has too much shenanigans he likes to do.
Philip doesn't do that many shenanigans.
He does a lot of shenanigans.
What kind of shenanigans are you talking about?
League of Legends.
Okay, that's not a shenanigan. That's a
That's
bad life
shenanigans.
choice.
Love you, Philip. You could be
League of Legends. That's a bad life
Philip.
choice.
Be
Hey,
Jamie.
ask Eli about how bad of a life choice League of Legends is. All right,
Philip could be the
10
best Jamie we've
dude.
ever met.
But the cesspool that we left Eli in playing League of Legends in that first summer in Sacramento.
Oh my god, I couldn't
Oh,
imagine.
dude, he's like that was like some of the grossest thing like shit I've done. The
Same
like
with you and
towers.
Smash.
I never sat and played Smash for 10 straight fucking hours for like a whole week.
Well, what didn't he have a concussion when he did that?
No, he did that later in the season.
Was that with Fortnite?
That was all. No, that was League.
It was League.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
Me and Devin was hella concerned. He's like, dude, he shouldn't be playing this many video games. I'm like, Devin, he's fucking sitting inside all day.
He's got
like, let him
nothing.
let him do something.
Concussions must. I haven't gotten a single one. I don't think. You've
I
gotten one or two.
I have not. I've gotten lucky.
Eli.
Knock on wood. No, it's not wood. Whatever this is wood.
Eli, I wish you the best of luck.
Hey man, good luck with that CTE, baby. I'm gonna be right there with you. I'm gonna be right there with you.
He's good.
When I go senile, it's only gonna be movie quotes left over.
Eli will be the best senile person you've ever met, though.
No, it's gonna be me.
The
amount of
you
movie
and
quotes,
Eli.
the amount of movie quotes that are, I feel like my actual memories will go first, and then the movie quotes I've dedicated to memory is all that's gonna
I
be
feel
left.
like you and Eli will have nothing left in the tank except for Smash.
We'll just keep playing
Just
Smash,
be
and we'll forget the last game that we played. So it's
world
always the first
ranked,
game.
just Smash players. Except you don't even know you're world ranked Smash players.
It's like the drunken style.
Drunken Master.
Yeah, Master of the Drunken Fist for
Rock
fighting
Lee?
for Rock Lee, but it's senile old men playing Super Smash Bros. Same concept.
Oh my god!
You got to go senile to get really good.
Immediately my favorite character, Rock Lee, but we shouldn't.
Dude, I bet Joe Biden's good at Smash Bros. If our theory is correct.
If our theory is correct.
If our theory is correct, hey, let's put him in front of a Switch and see what happens. That's all I'm saying.
A kid
hey,
again.
bro, Biden versus Putin, Super Smash Bros. That's how we settle this shit. That's a real man's game,
Biden would win
if he's senile enough.
Have you heard? Have you heard Shane Gillis's joke where he's like assassinating? He's talking about assassinating presidents.
Dude, you can't watch that shit.
Watch
that shit.
It is so
good. No, I'm saying you watch that shit. We can't be saying certain things.
No, I 100% agreed. No, I'm stopping right there.
Okay.
Stopping right there.
All right. So Shane Gillis has a bit about it.
Yeah.
And I'll watch it.
And then
certain phrases we can't say, right?
FBI agents might show up in the middle of the
Dude, before we even post it, while we're recording it, they just roll up.
Knock, 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 knock.
Oh shit!
Wait, Siri, you betrayed me.
Man, they're listening. They're definitely listening. I got my little.
We got the laptop.
Covered.
My camera.
Mine's covered.
Dude,
I got the little thing that slides. Remember?
The phone catches you.
Oh, it's listening.
That catches you in the worst of acts, my friend.
Dude, I know for a fact, based on some of the ads I've gotten that I've never searched for, that it listens.
Yes.
Like, we've talked about something, the second I pull up Insta and it pops up, and I'm like,
yes.
Part of me is like, yeah, this is pretty good technology as far as, like, if I was looking for something, it would put it in front of me. But it's also like,
don't like it.
It's kind of creepy.
I'm looking for
listening
headphones
to me all the time. Yeah.
We were talking about decibel.
Yeah.
Like, the like plastic/wax stuff in the ear headphones, ear whatever you want to call them, for the saw that we ran.
Yeah,
which was like minus 32 decibels. We were just talking about minus decibels, and immediately a Instagram ad popped up for like headphones that did like minus 60 decibels.
Jeez.
I'm like, chill out,
Like I said
guys.
though, I'm partially impressed that it's like this
Impressed.
good.
Don't like it.
Yeah, it's like it's the whole Jurassic Park. They didn't stop to think whether, or they were so concerned whether or not they could, they never thought whether or not they should.
The whole AI conversation that we can go down from here
Oh,
is
no.
no,
Yeah.
oh no,
That's a lot.
it's too much.
AI, man. So right now, so from the little bit of playing with ChatGPT that I did, we could have kept that one on. Nicholas muted his mic and then burped, and it was a pretty.
How
solid
dare you
burp.
give me away
I'm
to
gonna
the
give you away.
followers?
We've trademarked our podcast burps, and then you just decide to go and mute your mic to burp.
I didn't want to interrupt you. There's a beautiful mute function where it's
You
just
tap the top.
tap the top and the lights turn off, and then all of a sudden I'm.
He was talking.
You might be able to hear me through Tappy's. And then I just tap the top of mine. We sponsored this fucking.
So yeah, Nicholas was
company
explaining that
last
he wasn't
time.
talking for that whole little dead piece. I just realized that it was quiet that whole time because
Shit.
I wasn't. Okay, yeah, we'll be fine.
I'm sure they heard me through yours.
Probably a little bit of an echo.
We'll
Yeah.
cut it.
You were yelling.
I was yelling.
We're not cutting names. There's gonna be a whole minute and a half of airtime when my mic went off.
Man, I can't believe you unplugged your mic on accident.
Yeah, I think I just kind of jiggled it wrong.
Yeah, same, bud.
That's what she said.
Same, bud.
I think I just jiggled it wrong.
That's what the man who invented the top hat said. I jiggled it wrong. Decided to make a hat that was a cup.
Is there a wrong way? Is there a wrong way to jiggle though? I feel like a jiggle is a pretty ambiguous random term.
Dance floor, you can't jiggle wrong.
Yeah.
If you got poo in your hat,
there's this. Yeah.
Jiggle it wrong, you got poo on your shoulder
hand.
or hand.
Yeah, you got to jiggle that thing.
Top
the right
hat,
way.
you can't jiggle wrong.
You got to have proper jiggling technique. Let's just say jiggle a few more times so it starts sounding weird. Jiggle.
Jiggle. Jiggle.
Oh.
It's so white.
What?
What I just did was so white.
Oh. I don't see color. No, like I'm actually colorblind.
How'd you know? How'd you know our mics were synced?
I'm not colorblind, but dude, the episode that's one of the most genius writing of comedy I've ever seen is the episode of New Girl when Winston finds out he's colorblind on puzzle day.
Oh.
And Schmidt keeps walking in and seeing his problem. He's like, Winston, half these pieces are upside down. He's like, this one's an almond. I think you're colorblind. He goes, what color are your shoes? Brown. They're completely like bright red.
Yep.
It's like, those are red, Winston. He's like, no way. And then he gets, there's an episode later on where he gets glasses that allow him to see color. And he sees his outfit. He's like, oh my God, I have no sense of style.
His taste in bird shirts.
Okay, well, I think the bird shirts are still pretty on
The bird
point.
shirts nail it.
Me.
Taylor got a bird
shirt.
Dude,
that spontaneous. I watched the episode and immediately I was like, Amazon, give me a bird shirt.
Rest in peace, 406. That brought us.
Yeah.
That brought us the idea for this podcast.
Our little
I think
logging cabin.
When we started
talking
about it.
Because we also talked about it on the crew because it was originally going to be Tubbin with Tappy.
That was 406.
But like we talked about it on like
Tubbin with Tappy.
Work. Yeah.
What a good name. If only I was Tub.
If only doing an hour and a half to 2 hour hot tub was
possible.
Yeah, we can't do an entire podcast.
These mics would outlast us, dude.
Oh no, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do a hot tub.
We could probably do a 20-minute sesh. The bubbles would be intense.
I was gonna say the bubbles also probably are loud.
Intense.
Mic. Yeah,
too much.
Like there's too much other audio like
ambiance.
Input. Yeah, I was say ambiance.
We'd be driving our listeners crazy. They'd want to be in a hot tub.
You know what I could have done? I could have just added a background bubble to all of our fucking podcasts and done this. And then
we were talking about Nemo earlier.
Hey, halfway into it, I would have had to halfway into our podcast. We would have to come out and be like, we haven't been doing it in a hot tub. We've been adding the hot tub sound effect post production. We apologize.
We're not
for
fake.
Misleading.
We're not fake.
We would have
like
to do a whole apology for not actually being in a hot tub.
We would have to.
We could do a hot tub special.
Yeah,
like
we could do a hot tub special. We'd have
I'm
to
not
make it
against
up
that.
to them by doing a full hot tub episode.
Oh, I can't do that long of one though.
But
It'd have to be in parts.
we could, yeah, we
We
could
could do
just pick the
half an hour.
clips.
We do 4 different
Ice
hot tub
bath.
sessions.
Wait, what was that house with the dog that you sat? It was hot tub right next to the pool, and we just went hot tub to pool like 3 times.
Oh, that was my aunt's friend that my mom
If you
also
guys
helped out
ever
with.
develop a hot tub, connect it to a pool.
Dude, that's always how you want to do it.
You
So
warm the
beautiful.
pool, and you have an ice bath right next to the hot tub. It's not actually an ice bath, but it feels like one.
In the wintertime, if you have a pool that doesn't get heated,
Yeah.
that's when it turns
Was
into
that what that
almost
setup was?
pretty
Because we
much,
were
yeah.
there almost
Yeah.
in the rain. It's
Exactly. Yeah.
supposed to rain tomorrow. Hell, what the hell are the
No,
grapes?
the grapes.
The grapes are gonna just not be happy
The
about it.
grapes. Is that because
Mold.
you want to? Oh, mold. Okay.
Mold will grow on the vine itself, and then we harvest it and pull in the mold, and that messes up
Oh, that's not-
fermentation.
yeah, no, that's not good.
Yeah, it's not
I
good.
was
There's
wondering.
workarounds.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was partially because I know during like the harvest season you want to stress the vines and water them less. So I was wondering if it was just partially because they're getting extra waterlogged than you normally would want. Is that also a problem?
It's part of the problem.
But the
So
mold is more of a problem. I'm
mold is
assuming.
more of the problem.
Yes.
So when you heavy water the vines, so the berries themselves collect sugar, right?
Mhm.
And that's going to be incredibly dense compared to if it was to rain a bunch. Then the vines themselves would send a bunch of water to the berries as well. So that
Gotcha.
would literally water down the berry slash sugar content.
Mhm.
We measure in bricks, which is essentially degrees weight in sugar. We pull at 24 bricks. If it were to rain heavy, like half an inch to an inch, it would drop that to like 23, 22.
Oh, okay.
So it's a significant
Yeah.
drop. And then when you harvest it, you have to. Other states are allowed to add sugar to the harvest to the ferment itself.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to do that in California. So whatever you pull it off at the vine is what you have to deal with.
Damn.
So we're doing a lot of sampling right now where it's like you're testing how much sugar is in the vineyard.
Mhm.
Just
Are you
essentially
guys a little low right now, or?
we're actually on par. We are pretty low, but compared to other spots in West Side / Alexander Valley, we're doing a lot better
Okay,
than
that's cool.
other wineries.
Nice.
But rain will cause the mold and the decrease in bricks. So it's like if it rains a decent amount, we have to. If we were to pick tomorrow, we'd have to wait a week,
Gotcha.
and then the mold gets really bad. So it's a catch-22 bad
Yeah.
problem. Anyways,
Damn. I love the little winemaker lessons we get every now and then.
Every now and then.
Every now and then we
We'll
just get
go
nice
into
little-
some mead shenanigans later as well.
Yeah, we could.
Love mead.
Bro, when Z was so our friend Z, who we've talked about a little bit.
Z. We're gonna give away his full name. No, we'll keep him
No,
secret
he's just
identity.
Z forever. we're gonna replace his birth certificate. We're gonna just we're not even gonna like give him a new name. We're just gonna scratch out everything else but the Z in Ziegler. Shit. I just gave away.
You just gave away the name.
Oh.
Don't look up Nathan at the beginning of
Whoa, yo! Now it's both. All right, we fucked up.
that.
Anyway, our friend Z is really allergic to bumblebees, and this motherfucker, he loves making mead, and he goes, "Yeah, I want to start beekeeping at my house out in the country," and I'm like, "No,
This is a good idea.
no,
You should get a motorcycle.
no." We've been down that road. No, but we were like, "Z, you will die."
That is fatal.
One bee sting is gonna
It's
kill you.
fatal.
Yeah, like
One.
you can't be doing that. I was like, I'll come keep your bees. I can handle a couple, but no, you can't.
But also, it's
Especially
like
he's 30
keeping
minutes away
bees.
from like a response.
You're
You know,
quote unquote keeping bees / maintaining the hive 2 to 3 to 4 times a week, depending on the year. It's time of the season, rather.
Mhm.
So harvest time, where they're producing a crap ton of honey, you're there 4 times a week. That is too many chances to get stung.
Exactly.
And you can get stung through a bee suit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just mainly to prevent them from like climbing in and onto your skin.
Dude, I told you about when we were on the crew and we had to chip that mountain of lavender.
Yes.
Luckily, it was wintertime, but I was like, Z, we should all know how to use your EpiPen. Like, you have one like on you at all times, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, because if this was not wintertime and we were around this much lavender,
We'd be in
there would have
trouble.
been
There'd be some
bees
heat.
for days.
Some
Yeah.
heat.
Bees love lavender. They just freaking flock to that stuff.
So when we harvest, often the berry skins break, and the wasps love the sugar.
Oh, that
So
makes
we
sense.
have hundreds, if not thousands, of wasps
Damn.
just kind of hanging out. They don't mind me. They do not like my intern. They just
The Tennessee
the Tennessee
person?
gal.
Tennessee gal?
She got stung for her third time, and I've only ever been stung once in my 2 years.
Oh
She
shit.
got stung for her third time today.
Damn.
I'm like, that like you just gotta watch out. She grabbed the shovel wrong. Not
Wow.
the shovel wrong. She grabbed the shovel and there was a wasp in the handle.
You grabbed the shovel
You
wrong.
grab the shovel wrong. Pick it up from the head. No,
Use your teeth.
use your teeth.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What'd you say?
Get bitten on the tooth. It's much better than bitten on the hand.
Dude, so in football there's a thing called a shoot where it's basically just it's like a flat surface that you put low to the ground and linemen use it to like practice coming off low out of. And the one at Annalee that we have is like 2 hollow metal bars and then there's like bars in between them, but all 4 of the ends of those bars that make up the corners of the chute have wasp nests in them.
No.
All 4 of them.
No.
I looked in each one and I was just like, wasp nest, wasp nest, wasp nest, wasp nest.
You can't just
Try and
plug
say
that
wasp
hole,
nest
can you?
4 times in a row.
No, thanks.
I don't like it. I just tried it.
Yeah,
It wasn't
I
good.
heard you do it.
I
and
was like doing it and I was like, I'm saying wasp.
I've struggled with a
wasp's nest too
lot of
much.
phrases on this potty. What did
Sally still seashells by the seashore. Red leather, yellow red leather.
Fuck. Wasp nests.
Wasp nests. Red
4
leather,
times.
yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
That was beautiful.
Unique New York. Unique New York. You
What's
remember
the
that?
beaver one? A woodchuck chucks.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
That's the one.
There we go. I got that one. Nailed it.
The beaver one, you're like, I got you.
We're just beavers that are better at building dams.
I don't get that. We have Wi-Fi, bro. That's a different.
Yeah.
That's different than
Yeah.
a dam.
Yeah, they could put Wi-Fi in the dam though. And then they get a
Can you
little
imagine
flat
if
screen.
you just hopped into a
Dude,
beaver
what if
home
beavers
and
have
they
flat screens?
they
We
had
don't even
flat
know.
screens?
They got a little wooden flat screen somehow.
Little Xbox 360 in there. They're just like 3 years, 4 years
That's what I'm
behind
saying, dude. It's not even that much different. They got electricity and they're there.
us. They're harvesting dams.
They're gonna get there. They have to go through steam power, coal power, all that. Then they'll figure out electricity, and by then
Whole power.
it'll be too much capitalism.
Let's just switch to nuclear, ladies and gents. That
I like.
do we not want to start that? It's too much. People can't handle nuclear.
As long as they learn how to pronounce nuclear instead of nuclear.
I've never heard somebody say nuclear.
So many people say nuclear.
No.
It's really. My dad says nuclear.
No.
It's nuclear.
I wonder if Gerger programmed that into me, or if
Yeah, you probably got the correct version from the start, so you haven't heard the incorrect version. But I've heard the incorrect version a lot.
I've heard of nuclear before Gerger went into the subs.
Well, you still probably heard it correctly the first time.
Mr. Peacott, thank you.
My dumbass dad.
Christopher Peacott.
My dad's not that dumb. He can be dumb sometimes, but he's not.
Everyone will
overall
get
dumb.
to meet your pa sometime soon.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's gonna be a guest at some point.
Absolutely. And
as long as he's not dizzy.
And we'll talk to him about nuclear.
Nuclear.
Talking
about fishing, prunes, football. About it.
That's pretty good.
That's supposed to get amount of stuff.
Football will take us a while. Maybe baseball.
His random like stories and stuff.
Oh, your dad is an awesome human being, though.
Freaking character.
Absolute character. If he wasn't the way he was, you'd be nothing close to what you are now.
I mean, isn't that everybody and their dad?
It's so weird.
Is that why it's so important that you have a good dad?
You're dictated by your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
you have who raises you. Nature versus nurture.
Romulus and Remus, raised by the wolves. Raised Rome right after that.
So you're saying that wolves want to imperialize?
Imperialize, dictate.
Are wolves out?
They like the Colosseum. You know the Colosseum was built in 4 years?
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
Eiffel Tower built in 2, but that's like the most impressive of our 2.
That's pretty good.
I mean,
well, Empire State I think Empire State was less than a year.
I think it
Or was
was
just
less
over a
than a
year, maybe.
year. And same with the Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty. Well, Statue of Liberty was like mostly intact when it came over. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, it was just piecing her together,
Because that was
welding
like
her together.
us and the French both. It was a gift. We exchanged gifts.
When
We
the
gave them the
French
Eiffel
used to be
Tower, and then
cool.
they gave us. I don't know which was first, but
Are we gonna do our accents?
the accents.
That is not French, my friend.
I am very good at.
That is German.
I'm best at the German accent because the easy thing about the German accent is you just replace the W's with V's and the V's with W's. Also, the THs are like Z's. Z's. Yes.
And what are the Z's like?
A TH. Yeah. Oh, and the J's are Y's.
All right, scenario. You are middle of D&D session. Crocodiles are all around you. Your name is Dundee. Give me.
Can I do it? You do the crocodile, Dundee.
No, you
That's
are
not
a good.
a knife. That's a knife.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, you're talking about my Steve Irwin?
Yes.
So I'm doing a character who so druids in D&D are all animal like nature based. So I'm doing a Steve Irwin character who turns into like reptiles and crocodiles and
Rest in
stuff.
peace, Steve Irwin.
Now I'm gonna transform into a giant crocodile and use my bite attack on this goblin.
He belonged in the D&D world. I feel like all Australians do.
No, dude, I was like, he's the one human interesting enough for me to do a human character. Because I'm playing D&D, I'm not gonna do humans.
You're not gonna do
much.
many. Maybe Taylor Swift.
There's so many other races.
Taylor Swift.
You think? I mean, are you saying that Taylor Swift is on the same level as Steve Irwin?
No, but a Taylor Swift bard.
She did spark the economy. Taylor Swift bard wouldn't be bad. I don't think I've played a female character.
I have not.
I've only Dude,
we said midgets.
Play a female character.
We haven't played female characters.
I'll play some Taylor Swift in D&D. I'll make her into a character.
Woo, I'll play some Megan Fox. Let's go.
Oh shit,
Margot Robbie.
I was gonna say which movie for Megan Fox.
Megan Fox Transformers.
No, but dude, you could do Jennifer's Body and actually do like a fucking like some sort of fucking vampire type character. I don't know.
I was more thinking an artificer, like the way she deals with cars.
Oh yeah, because she's working on bikes and shit.
Yeah, bikes and cars.
Damn.
I'm
just now thinking of Megan
we're
Fox
well
and
into the D&D world.
We're just thinking of Megan Fox and Transformers for a sec.
Man, that Camaro looked so good.
Oh,
well, buddy,
we are men.
We are men. Now that we're men.
We can do anything now that we're men.
Anyone who hasn't seen the SpongeBob movie,
get on that shit. What are you living under a rock?
David Attenborough? Who's the
voice of SpongeBob?
No,
or the creator?
No, who's the guest star that shows up with the pecs?
Oh, fuck! Why can I not think of? No. Fucking.
This is Tappy's.
Dude,
forte.
I'm mad that I'm not.
His forte.
Why? He's also in Dodgeball. He's the guy that the German. He's the coach of the German team from Baywatch. Damn it, David Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff.
I'm David Hasselhoff. Who said anything about floating? Oh, David Hasselhoff.
Whoever hasn't seen that movie needs to see that movie. They drive a hamburger car.
They drive a David Hasselhoff.
You know what the
you don't need a
special
license
ingredient
to drive a
the
sandwich.
You know what the special ingredient to the Krabby Patty is?
Crabs.
No, it's not.
It's not plankton.
No,
the plankton was a ploy to scare him.
Yep.
Dude, that's like the theory is that the secret ingredient is crabs.
I don't think so.
No, that's why it's so fucked up. It's Mr. Krabs. That's why it has to be a secret.
He's just killing his own.
But it makes sense that it's plankton because fish do eat plankton.
How did Mr. Krabs have a whale as a daughter?
Adopted?
Damn, I never thought about that.
I'm assuming.
Never met Mrs. Krabs.
But I'm assuming she was not a whale. So are you just imagining? You're trying to figure out
No, I'm not imagining nothing.
All right, good.
I
don't want to.
No, I'm just
not
curious.
In this situation.
You know, could a crab do
for
that?
real though? Were SpongeBob and Sandy like a thing?
Sandy's from Texas.
They were playing karate, air quotes, together.
They were
doing karate.
Who ain't in love with a girl from Texas?
I mean, yeah, she could sing too.
She cooks.
Sing. She
does karate.
Yeah, so, dude.
She's smart.
Are we both into Sandy a little bit on some level?
She breathes
She
air.
wasn't a squirrel that was animated.
She breathes air.
Dude, did I tell you about my teammate from when I was playing in Bama? He goes, "Man, if there's one thing that pisses me off, it's when dudes are attracted to animated characters." And I'm like, "Bro, have you seen anime? They got some pretty well drawn titties in there."
He has not.
Fuck.
When
I was like,
Nezuko
"You're taking some personal shots at me right now. You don't even know."
when Nezuko comes out
I'm not like super
in-
into that shit, but I'm
but
just saying they try on a certain
Entertainment
level.
District,
Oh
you go
yeah,
from like a 15-year-old Nezuko to like a
she's like 20. Yeah.
24-year-old
Oh yeah,
Nezuko.
that was a weird
It
transition
was
because
obvious.
no, that one's kind of weird.
You go from zeros. I don't know breast sizes at all.
They're you don't know the cup sizes?
What is the smallest?
They're letters.
Is it
it's
A?
B, yes. That's why double D's is the biggest.
I think there's bigger than double D's.
You don't know? Well, yeah, probably. There's like
definitely.
There's like E's and shit. But
Do
that's
you
like
imagine?
extreme. I'm just saying the double D's is like that's like where
Common.
it comes from.
Common.
Yeah,
Common.
it's not because they're shaped like D's hanging.
Hey man, I'm
Isn't
just
that
a
kinda
little
odd?
redhead.
Man, we got a little off the
We
rails
got a
here
lot
for a
off
sec.
topic. How deep are we into this cut? 20, 30 minutes?
37 minutes.
37 minutes.
So we're almost at 2
We're
hours.
going to 2 hours.
We can probably hit 2 hours.
We could easily hit 2 hours.
We gotta wait for this arc to wrap itself up. I don't even know what this arc was, really. What did we start on? We started on
Pumpkins?
elephants, I think, and then some
No,
pumpkins.
elephants was
It was early
definitely
on.
the first cut.
Well, no, we technically started on Lord of the Rings.
It all comes back to Lord of the Rings.
Just like how we finished it.
I do not. The ending to that is just too much.
It hits
too
so
much.
hard. So hard.
I just wish they could just drink in the Shire and enjoy the flowers and the
but
trees.
you have to have an end.
Somebody's got to die.
The journey's got to end.
Somebody's got to die.
You know?
Gandalf died.
I mean,
Erwin-
a lot of people did die.
Faramir didn't.
That
die.
entire whole Battle of Pelennor Fields part, a lot of people died.
Is that the name of the podcast?
Battle of Pelennor Fields. Could be.
Name of the episode, rather.
Fuck, there was another name I was thinking of. We can listen to it.
Besides Wisdom Nuggz? Oh, you mean for the episode name?
Yeah. No, we're sticking with Wisdom
I mean-
Nuggz. That was hands down the title of our podcast. Yes.
The midget?
No. Oh, we could do midget wrestling part 2.
We can do midget
That's
wrestling.
the title.
What about the comedian? What's his name?
Brad Williams.
Brad Williams.
Starring Brad Williams. I'll send this to him. I'll send him a link and be like, "Yo, you got to mention in here if you wanted to listen."
Can you just post this to your story?
Want to come on? want to
Oh
come on the
my
pod?
god! Could you
That
imagine
would
if somebody
honestly
said
be
yes?
like if we got that would be a pretty big guest. That would be a pretty big guest.
That'd be
Right
massive.
now, I'm just trying to think of all the super interesting people in our lives that I would want to talk to
Correct.
more and like get their voices out there.
I'll go hang with Dan Sauter.
Fuck you.
I'll
Fuck
no,
you.
no, no, no.
I want to come.
I'll buy him a
You
couple
planned
whiskeys.
on going with a girl instead of me. So
Correct.
I guess that you have your priorities in a certain line.
This guy's got to get his priorities right.
Hey man, I just
just
my
watched Harry
priority,
Potter.
Dan Sauter.
Dan
Dan Sauter.
Dan Sauter. That is. I mean, come
I'm-
on, dude. I'm
Can't believe
so
we missed Bert
excited.
in San Jose.
Well,
I thought it was gonna be later.
The fact that he is touring with Bert currently and perfecting his
Yeah.
piece, I'm very, very, very excited for. Also, we got to go to more comedy in Sonoma County.
Definitely want to go see some live stuff.
I still think you and I could possibly be if we put together a set.
I mean, it's like anything else. You gotta put the time in and like prepare it and get practice at it a little
10
bit.
minutes.
But dude, the thing about comedy is like there's only one way to practice. You got to get up on
You got to
stage.
get up there.
So that's why I'm like, I really want to break that. It's just, dude, it's kind of like what we do with the podcast.
We got this
seal.
glowing mic in front of us.
Break the seal and get the ball rolling.
Break the seal. Speaking of the devil. Oh, I thought you were getting up to get another beer. At least one per podcast. I hope you all heard that. Taylor sounds like a beautiful trumpet. That's like C note. That was like D. Come on, give me an F. Ay, ay, ay.
To dust and I have enlarged sinuses.
Man, the things that I'm allergic to
Bad
are
genetics.
weird. Nickel?
Everyone's allergic. That's weird. Yeah, that's a
Nickel is
random one.
weird.
Yeah.
I can't have a colored tattoo. I can have a black and white tattoo. I can't have a colored tattoo.
No color.
No
So
color.
the only way to get color in tattoos is nickel?
Is correct. Like
Okay.
all the red, blue,
All the
greens
okay.
is nickel infused
Gotcha.
versus black and white is not.
Mhm.
Actually, I think white is a little bit, but also white is meant to like complement the black, which is why there is a decent amount of white in this tattoo,
Yeah.
but you can barely see it just
Yeah.
because it's supposed to like
Did you really need more white on you?
yeah, especially my chest.
Dude, have you seen, I mean, what if if a black guy got like, have you ever seen a black guy with like a full white tattoo?
That'd be so
That'd be
sweet.
I bet that would look kind of cool.
Just
But
get
I
like
don't think I've seen that.
a chessboard,
Yeah.
just a couple of
No,
white
not that.
squares.
No, fuck that. Have you seen? No, dude. I sent a clip to Eli and Devin. Some dude did a little chessboard haircut. It's a white guy
No.
actually. He did a chessboard haircut, and they took little curled up pieces of hair and were moving him around like pieces, like
No.
they could still Velcro to his head.
Oh no way. They stuck to his freaking head?
It was so
Oh
good.
my god.
I'll try and show it to you after. But
That'd be beautiful.
dude, I was like, Eli, this is your next hairdo. He's like, no, I ain't
Nah.
about that one.
Eli's got the most beautiful fro.
Dude, I told you that he did his when he did his dreads and he put a side part like over here, and I was
Yep.
like, dude, you stole my hair and made it black.
What would
It's like it's my hair but in dreads.
what was he for last Halloween, Eli?
Something with an afro, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, I was Bob Ross. I had an afro last
You did Bob
Halloween.
Ross. Yeah, that was great.
I had an afro last Halloween. I
Um,
can't believe how well that wig matched my beard color. It matched my beard color better than it matched its beard color.
the fake beard that
The
came
fake
with
beard
it.
that
Yeah.
came with it. I was like, I'm just gonna rock this.
Yeah. Well, it's because like the beard is supposed to be like a little bit slightly different than the actual
Nah,
hair color,
no.
so that's why it probably fit better for
I'm
you.
excited for One Punch Man this year.
Are you gonna shave the beard for that?
I absolutely would shave the beard for
God.
that.
Well, does that mean I have to do Rock Lee this year? I don't know if I'm gonna be skinny enough for that.
I don't know if I'm skinny enough for One Punch Man, but I'll still send
You're
it.
probably skinny enough. I'm thinking maybe we
Well,
each take another year
another year to
to
get
get
real
our physique
yoked.
real yoked, and then maybe I could pull off Goku. No, I
Oh,
got to get like 250 shredded for Goku. Also, I'm too tall for Goku.
19
Goku's like
inch,
5'9".
19-inch biceps. Come on, baby.
I was at what, 17 and a half?
You were 17 and a
17 and a
half.
half. Dude, 20 would be a fucking mission, but that'd be cool if I could get to 20s at some point.
I'd be excited for 16 in the next year.
Hey,
Hey,
but it's like I'm pretty sure that the biggest I've been is like 18 and a half, and that was when I was kind of fat. So it's like
you're
it takes a
still up
lot to
there.
put that much
You're
like
still up there.
circumference on
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah. Circumference is probably the toughest part. I mean,
It's like how much stronger do you have to get for another inch?
I'd love to measure my legs.
Fuck. You know, there's a running back in the NFL named Earl Campbell. He had 34-inch thighs.
What?
Yeah. When my dad told me that, I said bullshit. I looked that shit up. Fucking true. Yeah, Earl Campbell was
My waist.
I watched him play, and I was like,
36.
that looks like a lineman running around. Like it looks like a D lineman. He's so fucking
How
big
much
and
does
powerful.
he weigh total?
I think he was probably like 250. He was a
Of
big back,
pure muscle.
big back, but he could move, dude.
Yeah.
Earl Campbell was a good ass back.
Oh
I still
God.
fuck Walter Payton's up there, but like my favorite highlights to watch still might be Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders was a goddamn magician out there, bro. Like all of a sudden you see like 8 dudes trying to tackle him, and boom, he squirts out and just takes off. It's
Can
like,
we pull it up?
how did
Some-
that happen?
Some Bernie Sanders?
Barry Sanders?
Barry?
Yeah, Bernie Sanders.
Is the presidential candidate
Yeah,
of
I was like, yeah, that's him, right? Okay.
2019.
The Green Party or what party? He's a third party. I don't know what his party was.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
He didn't
Bernie
win.
Sanders is not. No,
There
Barry
is no
Sanders.
third party of the United States.
Barry Sanders' son, I think, was a running back for Stanford a year or two ago, or a few years ago, recently. I don't know if he's in the league now. Yeah, man, if you're that top notch of an athlete, like if you don't get a woman that's like on the same level of athleticism, it might be a downgrade. You never know, I guess. Dude, that's why I want to get some sort of freak of nature.
Oh
like,
my
wife.
God. Barry Sanders
Oh my
was
goodness.
massive.
Barry Sanders or Earl Campbell?
Barry Sanders.
How big was Barry Sanders? He wasn't that big, was he?
He was 220 pounds.
That's a pretty decent size back. For how fast he moved.
This is the guy with 34-inch legs?
No, Earl Campbell is the
Earl
34
Campbell.
inch leg guy.
Barry Sanders is a very large Wikipedia page.
Yeah, Barry Sanders is one of the best running backs of all time. Like he's top 5 for sure. Top 3 probably. Like I said, it's like Walter Payton, Barry Sanders. There's a third I'm probably not remembering that I should. But no, he's like top 3 probably.
We got to get your brother in here as a
Patrick or my dad.
Philip.
Oh, for Jamie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I am getting sidetracked on this.
Dude, the internet's just such a big hole.
242 at 5'11.
Earl Campbell?
Yep.
Yep. Them 34-inch thighs, baby, running through defenders. Try and tackle 2 tree trunks. Dude, you think about that?
A 34-inch tree is massive.
It's a big fucking tree, bro.
Massive.
My waist is like a 38.
My waist
My
is a
waist is
36.
38. Yeah. So that's fucking. I wonder. What do you think my thigh? I think my thighs are like probably like high 20s. I think actually because I measured it one time and it was like because the goal I set for myself was like I want to have 30-inch thighs, 20-inch arms at 280 or something like that.
Whoa.
And I never got that.
You never got close.
Dude, I'd have to put so much. I'd have to get in the weight room so hard for that. I just don't feel like
That's years of dedication.
I want to be a little lighter.
Yeah.
260, 250. Nice and slim. Yeah.
How you feeling?
What do you mean?
In terms of continuing.
I mean, it is getting a little late. Oh shit, it's like 9 o'clock. Dude, this thing it just runs away with us.
Clicks through.
Yeah. I'm cool with it. Dude,
What are we
it's
at?
a lot
Like
of fun.
40 minutes on the second?
48.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah. We can go ahead and wrap it up though, because
Yep.
I'll probably go ahead and head home. I didn't finish that whole other. Yeah, I'm good.
You baby, you should have the rest of that wine and stay
No.
here with me.
No.
No.
I want to go home.
I understand.
I smell bad.
Well, also, just sleeping in your own bed is.
Yes, dude. I've been sleeping so well in there too.
Yeah. Same.
Compared to the mat I was on over
Oh
there.
my god, you were on a wrestling mat for a year, mate. A year.
It's okay.
All right. Nobody wants to wisdom nug of the day. Don't tackle anyone with 34-inch thighs.
Dude, if you see Earl Campbell running at you on the street, you get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
It's not worth stopping
it's like
that.
Minas Tirith Gandalf riding on his horse. Probably doesn't have
Get
34-inch.
the fuck out of the way. All right.
Other than that,
watch out for Earl Campbell.
Good time.
All right.
Love you, buddy.
We'll sign off there.
We'll sign off.
Stay beautiful. Stay golden, bunny boy.
Stay wise.